the best, the greatest, the finest. And the superlatives just go on and on and on. And with good reason, every one of these names is an icon. They are the PBA's first 25. I am Lourdes de Vera. Join me as we count down the greatest names to ever walk the Philippine hardcourt here on Basketball Almanac.
There's a dead ball situation now. They can call for a 30-second injury timeout.
As the philosopher said, height is might. Well, especially in basketball. But not all the time. You see, sometimes giants tend to be slow and awkward. But these big men we're about to show you certainly knew how to dominate the paint. 18 years ago, the PBA celebrated its 25th anniversary. But the milestone is not just about silver plating Asia's first pay-for-play league. The bigger celebration gravitated towards a distinct group of men who defined and redefined Philippine basketball.
Part of the celebration yun is to honor yung top players who made the league what it is. At that time, there was a need to parang just as a form of celebration lang ng 25th anniversary ng PBA, they decided to come up with their own list of 25 greatest players.
And so the PBA came up with the first 25, an elite list of players from the league's first 25 years from 1975 to the year 2000. Candidates for the first 25 were screened using the following criteria. They must have played at least 12 conferences, must have won at least one major individual award like the MVP, Rookie of the Year, and Mythical Selection among others, and must have had a positive contribution to the sport.
So once you win the MVP award, regardless of how well you played for their entire career, kahit isang taong ka lang magaling, that is more than enough already for you to qualify. So that's one. Number two, I think it's really more of yung accomplishments mo. Well, accomplishments could be a lot of factors. Statistics, impact of the game, longevity, how the fans have looked up at you, all these years,
I think the first 25 is where you find the players who really become institutionalized na sa PBA. Na tipong talagang when you talk of them, when you talk of the PBA, you cannot go about looking at the history of the PBA without talking about these players.
And Ramon will take it. 1 second to go. Yes.
And in the universe of Philippine basketball, superstars abound, but only a few can go supernova. Like Ramon El Presidente Fernandez, the league's first 4-time MVP.
I don't think anybody would doubt Ramon Fernandez. No, at that time he already won 4 MVP awards by then. That time he was already considered as the greatest player of all time. Today he probably remains to be regarded as the greatest player of all time after another 18 years. Of course, June Hard is closing behind. But if you look at it, Fernandez remains to be regarded as a meter stick or the yardstick. As far as the greatest players among the players.
Ramon Fernandez going up using the board.
To this day, El Presidente is still the PBA's all-time leading scorer with 18,996 career points. He is also the leader in the rebounding department with 8,652 career boards and number 1 in career blocks with 1,853 rejections. Fernandez ranks second in steals and assists. And most of all, he is a 19-time PBA champion.
Too late. Besides which, it's very difficult to stop a semi-hook like that.
And there again, a good value.
But Ramon Fernandez is not a one-man act in the theater of basketball dominance. Lanky but spunky, they definitely won't play second fiddle to Don Ramon, even if the numbers say otherwise.
5 minutes and 14 seconds to go. And again, Fernandez blocks the shot of Abet Gidabit.
One of them is Fernandez's Crispa Toyota arch-rival, Abet Gidabin, a two-time MVP and winner with the legendary Redmanizers.
33 ticks to go. Abet Gidabin.
He became the league's second all-time leading scorer with 15,775 points and number 2 in rebounds with 8,570 boards.
Fast break in the works for the Redshirts. Abet Gidabin coming in strongly from the left side.
Gidabin and Fernandez, however, formed just two-thirds of the PBA centers of attraction from the late 70s to the mid-90s. One-third of the spotlight belonged to Philip Cesar. The 1980 MVP also became a perennial defensive answer to the offensive riddle that was Don Ramon.
Patim Israel picked up the garbage. Cesar banks it in.
At one point, he even owned El Presidente after beating him in the league's first one-on-one challenge in 1979. The so-called Tapal King is also a four-time Defensive Player of the Year and second all-time leader in blocks. Cesar also played alongside another future legend in Freddy Hubalde, the 1977 MVP, a prolific forward known for his off-the-glass shots and deep under-goal stabs, or what is known in the streets as dukot.
Quite tentative. Ready. Ready, Ubalde.
Hubalde was a member of the league's mythical 5 selection in 1977. Just like another big man, his name, Manny Paner, who would later join him as one of the greatest centers in the first 25 list.
Paras makes the first.
The big man storyline for the PBA's first 25 won't be complete without the chapter of Benji Paras. Just imagine a young 6'4" player outplaying Fernandez, Gidabin, and Cesar, who were still in their prime. And the best part, he beat them all to become the league's only Rookie of the Year and MVP in 1989. 10 years later, the Tower of Power would win another MVP plum on top of the All-Star MVP and Comeback Player Awards in 1999.
Tony, tough angle to work with, won't go. That captain is there.
In that same era, another league legend would emerge. His name, Alvin Patrimonio, who would later become the PBA's second four-time MVP.
The turnaround by Alvin.
The captain was one of the league's smartest forwards, outscoring bigger defenders in the post while punishing them from the perimeter with an effective outside shot. No wonder he wrapped up his 16-year career as the PBA's third all-time leading scorer with 15,091 points.
Jerry working on the outside. And Alvin with an offensive rebound.
But sometimes, basketball isn't just about points. Just ask Patrimonio's front court partner and bosom buddy, Jerry Codinera. The defense minister came close to securing MVP honors in 1993, but eventually lost to Patrimonio. Yet despite falling short of the top prize, Codinera cemented his stature nonetheless as a 9-time member of the PBA defensive team, to go with a Defensive Player of the Year plum in 1994. The first 25 is different from the PBA Hall of Fame, but some names appear on both lists like Robert Jaworski, Ramon Fernandez, Atoy Co, Philip Cesar, Bogs Adornado, and Francis Arnaiz were the first batch of Hall of Fame inductees in 2005. The PBA has since enshrined 40 Filipino basketball greats, 18 of which were part of the first 25.
In basketball, we have catchphrases like teamwork, hustle, intensity. But in the end, it all boils down to actually making that shot. It's all about scoring. Meet the PBA's scoring legends. Those who have made the baskets and carried their teams to greatness.
into the front court. Florencio.
In basketball, it's all about points, but points actually go better with moves. And in this department, there's one name that stands out. His name is Danny Florencio, a former national team standout in the 1970s. Was wowed fans with a plethora of moves. Daredevil Danny, who was once deemed the original Skywalker, became a two-time scoring champion in a short but storied 8-year stint in the league.
Florencio makes it. Florencio with a very quick release. 14.2 tonight on the...
Another sharpshooting sentinel who etched his name in the record books is Fortunato Atoy Co. The fortune cookie was one of the few local players who have mastered the fadeaway shot. Ko was also the first to score 5,000 and 10,000 points in the PBA, cementing his reputation as a 4-time scoring champion and a 9-time mythical first-team member. By the way, he is also the 1979 most valuable player. But aside from Ko, there's another Filipino-Chinese guard who's as deadly from the perimeter. Meet Lim Eng Beng. The Manila-born sniper may not be as flashy as his more popular peers, but he was an equally effective shooter with an explosive first step to the basket. Lim was also noted for his gentlemanly demeanor, which later earned him a Sportsmanship Award in 1980, on top of a mythical 5 citation in 1978. William Boggs Adornado remains a legend in his own right. He walked away with the league's first MVP award in 1975. Not even a serious knee injury in 1976 would later stop him from claiming his second straight MVP trophy, making him the award's first back-to-back winner. He won the league's top individual trophy again in 1981 to become the first 3-time PBA MVP.
Out to Ricardo Brown.
If you are looking for someone to say a mouthful about Boggs Adornado, then better pick Ricardo Brown. The quick brown fox took the league by storm in 1983, winning that season's Rookie of the Year award. And 2 years later, he would emerge as the PBA's most valuable player in 1985. With his vast ball handling skills and good court vision, Brown could easily outfox the league's most grizzled defenders by shooting at will or passing to an open teammate. Fast forward to the 1990s, and in that period's shooting history, there is one name that deserves his own altar, someone whose skills are worthy of worship: Alan Kaidik. The triggerman who took MVP honors in 1990 was perhaps the purest shooter the country has ever produced. He set the most number of points scored by a player in a single game at 79, and did the most number of 3-point field goals made in a game at 17, and made the most number of consecutive free throws at 76. To this day, these records have yet to be broken. Kaidik also took the Rookie of the Year award in 1987, becoming a 6-time Mythical 5 member. And all that he did while playing for powerhouse San Miguel Beer. In that same team, Avelino Samboy Lim emerged to become one of the most exciting shooting guards in the PBA. Defying gravity, the Skywalker constantly humiliated many defenders with his exceptional leaping ability, his aerial forays, and inside incursions, often leading to highlight reel dunks and layups. To some, Samboy is a unique find, but for others, a close comparison to the great Skywalker wouldn't hurt. And in that breath, Jojo Lastimosa is often mentioned.
It's Lastimosa with a three! Yes, again!
Jolas could also leap through fences, drive to the hole, and pull up jumpers, even in traffic. The 1998 Rookie of the Year started as a Pure Foods heartthrob but became a vital cog to the championship juggernaut that was Alaska in the 90s. Overall, he won 10 PBA titles, 9 from the Milkmen, including a Grand Slam in 1996. In Alaska, Lastimosa teamed up with future PBA stars, including a young Kenneth Doremdes. At 24, Doremdes became the youngest inductee to the league's elite circle. Mind you, he had the jewels to show: an MVP mint in 1998, 2 Finals MVP plums, pair of Best Player of the Conference citations, and above all, 6 PBA titles. Before taking his talents to Alaska, Doremdes was once the underutilized backup of another PBA great, Vergel Meneses. The aerial voyager was a face of the Sunkist Pop Cola franchise in the mid-90s. But he was most recognized for his acrobatic moves to the hoop, earning him back-to-back PBA Slam Dunk titles in 1992 and 1993. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Meneses would later snare the MVP trophy in 1995 on top of 4 All-Star MVP honors, 3 Best Player of the Conference awards, and of course, 3 PBA titles. Need we say more? The first 25 coffee table book, which was published in late 2000, featured not just the PBA's 25 greatest players since 1975. It also included anecdotes about the PBA's past commissioners, coaches, imports, and virtually the entire history of the league for its silver year. The book was edited by former Philippine Sports Writers Association President Jimmy Cantor and Trivia Master Bong Barameda.
Every battlefield needs generals, leaders in charge of executing strategies. In the blink of an eye. In the basketball court, they dictate the tempo of the game. They are fast, smart, and methodical. And they certainly know how to carry a damn ball. These are the PBA's finest court generals.
Here is the Big J with a baseline drive.
Never say die. That phrase may speak volumes about the fabled Ginebra San Miguel franchise. But its storyline only echoes the career of one man, the living legend, Robert Sonny Jaworski. Gifted with a barrel-chested build and natural basketball instincts, the Big J was an intense power playing guard. Picture this, an MVP award in 1978, 6 Mythical 5 citations, and 13 PBA championships, 9 from the legendary Toyota squad, and 4 from Ginebra as playing coach. Jaworski was also the PBA's all-time leader in assists with 5,825 career dimes. When we speak of Jawo in the 70s, we also speak of Francis Arnaiz. Mr. Clutch was Jaworski's longtime backcourt partner, from Toyota to Ginebra in a span of 13 years. Like the Big J, he had a knack for firing up the crowd with his looks and skills.
The road runner goes for 3 points. Oh, what a great shot!
He's just 5'10", but can disarm hulking imports and shot blockers with looping layups and booming outside shots. The 3-time Mythical 5 member always does that in the clutch. But if you want to see Arnaiz play a less than spectacular game, call Bernard Fabiosa. The Red Banizer's top guard was a lockdown backcourt defender,
Here's Mamaril. Bernie Fabiosa. Got it.
pestering ball handlers with his quick hands and high basketball IQ to delay or disrupt the opponent's offensive sets.
Fernandez just took the ball away too. In one situation, but Fabiosa saved the situation.
No wonder he's often regarded as the perfect match to the offensive-minded Arnaiz during their famed Crispa Toyota days. He was one of the first players to compile 2,000 career assists and 1,000 career steals. Hence, the moniker, the Sultan of Swipe.
Safford was hectoring free.
You speak of the 90s backcourt brilliance, and Hector Calma aptly fits in that conversation. The director is a pure point guard, a virtuoso orchestrator who wields excellent timing and precision passing, making him one of the key pieces in San Miguel Beer's Grand Slam performance in 1989. He is also a 3-time Mythical 5 member and once upon a time was a league's assist champion. Calma would later defer San Miguel's playmaking chores to his younger teammates. One of them is Renato Ato Agustin. The Atom Bomb was considered one of the league's early combo guards who could play both the point and shooting guard positions with ease and efficiency. In 1992, he ran away with the MVP award, besting a field that includes future Hall of Famers and PBA legends. Agustin, who's won multiple titles with San Miguel, is also a 3-time Mythical 5 member. Just a year before Agustin entered the league, Ronnie Magsano pitched his relevance to the point guard discussion. The point laureate was Benji Paras's ultimate facilitator, much like John Stockton to Karl Malone. So it's little surprise that he became 2-time assist champion. But Magsano, the great court general that he is, thinks there's actually someone better than him or even his friend Hector Calma. He is referring to Johnny Abarrientos. At 5'7", the little guy redefined point guard play in the PBA. Assisting, defending, and even challenging taller defenders with slashing moves and hang time ability. The Flying A was so good that he led Alaska to 8 titles, including a Grand Slam in 1996, not to mention getting the attention of NBA scouts from the Charlotte Hornets. In a 17-year stint, Abarrientos surpassed Ramon Fernandez as the league's all-time career leader in steals with 1,358 total swipes. He ranks 4th in career assists with 3,757 total. Aside from being a 6-time Mythical 5 member, 5-time All-Defensive Team member, and 2-time Finals MVP. And in case you forget, the Flying A was the shortest player to ever win an MVP plum in the Philippine Basketball Association.
They say that in basketball, you only need these 2 things to succeed: talent and determination. But think about this. Everyone has determination. You may develop certain talents. Most of these basketball players are of the same body type, build, and height. But it takes a special kind of specimen, you may say a different kind of species, to rise above the ordinary, determined, and talented individual to achieve basketball immortality. And the PBA's first 25 is certainly a fundamental source of Filipino basketball pride. My name is Lourdes Vera. This has been Basketball Almanac, and I'm proud to be Filipino.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays, talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Filipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Filipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Filipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Filipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly. Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Filipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Filipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Filipinas Live? I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multi-cam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Filipinas Love. Filipinas Live.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP. All in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me, and I just owe it all to the work I put in.
We watch every part, every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
Get access and watch your favorite sporting events on Filipinas Live with these easy steps. Download via Google Play or App Store. Once downloaded, enter a valid email address. Verify the OTP sent to your email address. Note that the OTP is valid for 5 minutes and for one-time use only. If no OTP is received, you may click on the Resend OTP button. Once successful, create and enter your password. Accept the terms and conditions to complete your registration. You can now log on to Filipinas Live. Subscribe now for only 149 pesos monthly.
You know what I love about Filipinas Live? I can watch me. Filipinas Live lets me watch in different angles. No. I'm referring to the multi-cam feature. It allows me to chat with the other viewers too, which means I can read your comments too. Come on, guys. That's what I'm talking about. And it's not just games, there's original content too. And that is Filipinas Love. Filipinas Live.
Filipinas Live is the home of Philippine volleyball. Watch your favorite volleyball leagues such as Spikers Turf, Premier Volleyball League, and the UAAP, all in one app. You can watch all these games and more live and on your preferred device. Download Filipinas Live today from the App Store or Google Play Store and register for free.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? As a fan, we don't just watch the games.
The season for me and
Every angle, every name. We talk about the plays. Talk about it for days. We witness the big events, the thrilling moments, and relive the best seconds. We cherish the fears, the tears, at syempre, the cheers. How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all-out passion. All the time. All with Filipinas Live. Ang app natin para sa sports natin.
PBA basketball, ginilian ng gusto. Shoot sabay sigaw, dribble tapos hataw. Hiya parang lindol, buzzer beater ni Idol. Halos di makahinga sa talbog ng bola. Ang puso ay nadadala. Sino ang magiging bida? Solid ang laban, malupit ang galawan. Solid ang fans, malakas ang hiyawan. Ang aksyon ay walang hinto. Sa solid na laro, solid ang laban, malupit.
Coming up a bit short against the defending champion San Miguel Beermen. Etong sina Zave Lucero, Jerome Lastimosa, and the rest of the Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots get back into the action dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta Coliseum. Kanilang makakatapat, the struggling Blackwater Bossing, sina Cedric Bearfield, and of course their prized rookie Dalf Panobio. They look to snap out of their slide. Aba, 5 sunod na talo na para dyan sa Bossing. Ito namang Magnolia, gustong masungkit ang ika-5 panalo nila. Hello everybody watching live on RPTV mula Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Sineswerte tayo ngayong Biyernes ng hapon dahil ating makakasama ang nag-iisang si Dr. J. Andiao. Should be a nice game on hand, Doc.
Yeah, good afternoon, Magu. Obviously, for Magnolia, galing sila sa talo at yun ang 4-2 nga ang card nila as you will see later on. So obviously gusto nila makabalik sa panalo. Ito naman Blackwater, 5 dikit na talo na sunod-sunod. At nabanggit mo nga, they're only one of 2 teams that only have 1 victory so far in this tournament. Medyo may mga ibang laro. Yung huling laro nila, dikit naman ang laban, pero wala silang finishing kick para manalo.
Pag tinignan mo nga, yung table natin, yung team standings natin, medyo namimiligro ang Blackwater dyan, second to last. Samantala ang Magnolia nga, right in the thick of the battle, a win this afternoon or this evening. Aba, maganda yung kalalagyan nila dahil tatalo na naman sila in a tie dun sa mga nasa ibabaw. Dr. J, huli natin nakita itong Hotshots. San Miguel ang nakalaban, digdigan yung labanan.
Yes, and obviously all until the very end. May tira pa nga sila na pwedeng manalo sila ng laro, di ba? This time na si Pauli naman ang pumasa kay Lastimosa, hindi lang na-shoot dahil medyo under duress na yung tira niya.
So it was a 2-point win for the defending champs.
Yeah, and Magnolia, San Miguel, by the way, after starting with 0-2, 5 dikit na panalo na yan, so biglang nabuhay na yan. They're tied for second place right now, and you can see the shooting percentage, very close yung dalawa, a little over 40%. Pero yung turnovers sa Magnolia, yun ang nakasakit sa kanila, 22 against 16. Tapos yung mga points of turnover, plus 8 dyan ng San Miguel. So malaking bagay yun. No?
So etong sina Coach L.A. Tenorio and the rest of the Hotshots looking to bounce back big time. At kakailanganin nila isang splendid performance na naman mula dyan sa batang yan. Save Lucero, he's been solid. Mula nung lalipat siya dito sa Magnolia, even last game, dog, he showed why he is such a touted big man.
Yeah, he had 20 points in that ball game. But remember in the beginning when kinocover natin ito si Lucero na nagpapanalo ang Magnolia, siya parati ang best player. Pero lately he has not been doing so. And look at that percentage. Medyo hindi naman ganun kaganda yan, no? 40% lang yata yan eh. So 14 rebounds however and 4 block shots. Everything else is solid for the big man, no?
Yung youth movement nga nila Coach L.A. Tenorio ay nagpapatuloy. Etong si Lucero, 35 minutes a game, second most minutes. Jerome Lastimosa, nasa 28 and hindi naman niya pinapahiya dahil siya ngayon ang leading scorer para sa Hotshots.
Well, naging starting point guard na siya. So siyempre buong-buo na kanyang loob, no? And parang in-entrust sa kanya ni Coach L.A. Ikaw na ang aking main point guard here and we'll have the veterans coming off the bench to help you out like Mark Baroka, Pauli, and so on and so forth. Pero yung numbers niya okay rin, 16%. Medyo mataas ang shooting niya from 3-point territory, 43% with 4 rebounds and a couple of assists. Maybe the assist numbers should go up a little bit, no, with this lineup.
Speaking of the young guys, isa na naman sa mga bagong salta o bagong lipat dyan sa kampo ng Magnolia. Etong rookie na to, Chris Kuhn, Dr. J, he has played himself into a very impressive form.
Well, he had his best performance scoring-wise with 16 points in their previous game. He is a 3-point shooter, but he's also a very athletic type of player. He's a 2-guard, but he's a legitimate 6'3 and a half, 6'4 player. So yung advantage niya plus the fact that he's athletic will help him. He can get to the basket. Ang problema lang talaga niya, medyo puro kaliwayan from the very start even his career. And unless he learns how to maneuver himself going to the right sometimes, he's going to be a target for defenders against him, no?
Akala nyo, napakaganda na ng hapon natin dahil nandito si Dr. J. Mas pagagandahin pa natin yan dahil ating makakakwentuhan si Miss Apple David.
And Dr. J, sa pagkatalo nila kontra San Miguel, Coach L.A. Tenorio said that they are gonna take the good from that game. How they were able to fight back despite the flat start and almost won kontra ang team na more experienced at mas season pa kaysa sa kanila. Coach L.A. also noted how they haven't really had a strong start in any other games this conference at yan ang gusto niya makita ngayon. Give Blackwater no confidence and set the tempo simula pa lang ng laro. Balik sa inyo.
Tawag sa kulay ng buhok ni Apple, mais ba yan? Ang ganda nung shading, Doc, eh.
Hindi ko nga alam kung ano yan eh. Medyo ano bang lahi yan?
Pero ito ang alam natin, Doc. Ang makakatapat nga ng Magnolia and that youth brigade, itong Blackwater Bossing na on paper before the season started very promising. They won their first game, Dr. J, against Terra Firma, pero 5 sunod na talo na nga ang huli kontra sa Converge.
Well, titignan mo ang lineup mo kung may Bearfield ka, may Christian David ka, tapos you got a very high pick this season in Panopio. obviously mag-iisip ka na medyo maganda na itong lineup ko. I've got enough big men. I've got enough shooting guards as well as small forwards. Ang problema, they can't seem to put it together and have that fire to want to continue to win on a high level.
Isa-isahin natin yung mga kinikwento ni Doc, that quote-unquote big three right now para dito sa Bossing. Una dyan, syempre, si Cedric Fairfield, ace, number 2 overall pick couple of seasons ago. Ang ganda ng pinakita last game. Just 1 point off his career high of 34. 33 ang pinasabog nito.
Maganda talaga linaro niya. Ang para lang sa akin, he had 2 chances to put the game away for them. They were down by 1 and he had a 3-point shot. He was open na finish sa kanya ni David. If he made that shot, could have been a big difference. Then he had another 3-point shot just about a few seconds later and he also missed that. Yun ang malalaking bagay. Panopio is on your screens right now, no?
Ito, number 3 overall pick naman nila. Ito nakaraan draft, ito si Dalf Panopio. Internationally, ang ganda ng kanyang accolades dito. He is starting to figure out how to play in the PBA. How about that stat line? 11, 7, 7, and 3 steals.
Yes, before this, medyo hindi pa nga ako believer dan. But the last game, I think he's beginning to mature and he's beginning to understand the pro game in the PBA. So, naging mas maganda ang laro niya, mas effective na siya ngayon, no?
Ang kalaban pa naman niya ng ball game niya, si Juan Gomez de Leaño, kaya mas impressive pa yung pinakita niyang stat line na yan. Another guy na inaantay talaga ng Bossing na maging consistent naman para kina Coach Jeff Carriazo. Etong si Christian David, number 2 overall pick to nung kinuha nila a few seasons ago. Pero ngayon pa lang talaga lumalabas yung inaasahan nilang laro.
Yeah, hindi ko nga maintindihan ito kasi may araw ang galing nito, may araw hindi. Like in this game, just like in the previous game, he made his first shot, 3-point shot pa nga. Pagkatapos niya, namasyal muna. Tapos sa third quarter, ang ganda na linaro. Ayun ang bumalik ang itong Blackwater's converge. But it has to be a consistent thing. He is a legitimate 6'5 player that can rebound and can defend. Plus the fact that he can shoot. So they really need more from Christian David.
Tayo naman, we need a lot more from Miss David.
This being a must-win game already for Blackwater, Assistant Coach Joe Silva shared how they posted a challenge sa kanilang mga manlalaro na kung gusto nila to have a chance to advance to the next round, they need to find mga sila finishing games, and that is why there is emphasis to be more present, be able to make smart decisions no matter what's happening on the court. Dagdag pa dyan for the bench to produce more, and finally, condition their minds to seize the moment, yung opportunity na makapagpakita. Mag-uwan, Dr. J.
It's gotta start today, Miss Apple. It's gotta start today, Dr. J. Dahil a loss para dito sa Blackwater will mean 6 losses na sila.
Yeah.
Pagka 6 losses ka, hanggang 5 wins ka lang. Nakita naman natin sa standings, 4 na team na may 5 panalo, meron pang 2 may 4. Kapag ka nalubog ka ng todo-todo, hindi ka makakasama doon sa next round.
Tama yun. Kasi lilima na lang game natitira para sa Blackwater, including this game. 1-6K. We have 11 games for every team. Wala ka nang pupuntahan, no? Wala ka nang margin for error after this game if you lose this one, no?
And this is the last weekend before we go on our FIBA break. Kaya alam natin, pwede mong iiwan ng lahat ng titira pa sa inyong sistema dahil medyo maganda naman yung magiging break after this, about a 2.5-week break. So you can leave everything you've got on the floor tonight just to try and pick up that second win para nga hindi ka mapag-iwanan ng push papuntang quarterfinals.
Yeah. So nakikita natin on your screens right now, medyo alam na rin natin ang starting lineup ni LA Tenorio. You see Paul Leader, hindi na nag-i-start yan. He comes off the bench. But I think he's been playing so much better. His minutes are not really forced on him. He knows what his duty is. And he's just like acting like a big leader. Si Javi Gomez de Leaño, starting 5 player yan. Playing the 2-guard position para sa kanyang kuponan.
So Magnolia, gusto nga pong masungkit yung ika-5 panalo nila, and they can tie for second place ang San Miguel. NLEX at Rainer Shine. Ito naman Blackwater, gusto namang makaangat lang mula sa baba. A win tonight will see them in a tie for 9th place with Phoenix and Titan Ultra. Ito po ang inyong PBA on RPTV. Nanggagaling live mula dito sa makasaysayang Smart Araneta Coliseum. It is a beautiful Friday for some PBA basketball mula Luzon, Visayas and Mindanao. Pati na rin sa buong mundo na nakatutok sa atin ngayon sa YouTube live natin via the One Sports YouTube page. Ito na po ang starters ng Magnolia at Blackwater.
And welcome to the Smart Araneta Coliseum. This is the PBA Philippine Cup. And our first game, it's the Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots versus the Blackwater Bossing. Let's meet the starting lineups first for the Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots. At guard, the team's top pick of season 49 from Dumaguete, number 30, Jerome Lastimosa. At 6'3", the Swede shooting guard from Quezon City, number 2, Javi Gomez de Leaño. At center, proud Kapampangan from Lubao, Pampanga, standing 6'7", and second overall pick of the 2013 rookie draft, the silent assassin wearing jersey number 10, Ian Sangalag. The fourth overall pick of the 50th PBA draft, standing 6'5", wearing jersey number 6, Chris Coon. And at forward, last year's PBA Press Corps Defensive Player of the Year, the Savior, number 22, Xavier Lucero. Head coach for Magnolia is L.A. Tenorio. And now here are the starters for the Blackwater Bossing. At guard from Iloilo, number 5, Paul Zamar. Also at guard, the second overall pick in the PBA 49 season draft, number 2, Cedric Bearfield. At center from Orani, Bataan, number 8, Bradwin Quinto. At forward, the second overall pick in the PBA 48 season draft from San Fernando, Pampanga, number 25, Christian David. And also at forward from Sinilon, Laguna, number 1, Abu Trader. Head coach for Blackwater's Jeffrey Cayaso. Game officials are Mike Rodeliza, Marlon Montoya, Kenny Halik, and John Francis.
And ang mga officials nga natin for tonight, Mike Rodeliza, Marlon Montoya, Kenny Halik, and John Mira. Starters on your screens. Paul Zamar being started in that starting unit para sa Blackwater.
Nag-iba dito yung, Bearfield is starting and Paul Zamar. Paul Zamar didn't even see action the other game. I really thought he should be given more of a chance. Dahil veterano siya. Marunong siya mag-point, may shooting siya. And he can free Bearfield para hindi masyado marami ang problema ni Bearfield. On the other hand, Kunz is starting instead of si Ron De La Rosa, no?
And Bearfield immediately tinirahan si Chris Kuhn. First 2 points of the game belonging to the Bossing.
Si Sangalang rin starting instead of Lapot. Kasi alam ni Coach L na mas maliit itong team ng Blackwater. Hindi mo kailangan dalawang big man kaagad dito. No?
Zamar racing down court. Iwan dito kay Prater. David trying to post up against Javi Gomez de Leaño. Christian shoots over him. 4-0 start para dito sa Bossing.
Kasi yung unang tiro niya, parang karami ang kanyang utos ka agad dito. They'll make capability talaga itong player nila and they're playing a zone right now. No?
Eh, masarap mamasyal ngayon, payday weekend, Dr. G.
Kaya maraming tao sa labas. Grabe, traffic papunta rito. Lapit lang. And Kunz shooting the 3-point shot and missing.
4 of 5 shooting from the 3-point line si Chris Kuhn nung nakaraang laban ng Magnolia kontra SMB.
Tingin ko nabigla yung SMB, hindi nila kalain makakashoot ng ganun karami yun. But he's that kind of a player. Abu Trater also starting out and even last game, remember, gumawa tayo niya, 5 fouls siya pero nandun pa rin siya until the very end para sa Blackwater.
It is a dream start para dito sa Blackwater Bossing as they try and snap their 5-game slide. Lucero's jump hook will get the Hotshots on the board.
Now, remember, we also talked when we did Blackwater, yung depensa nila ang problema nila. They can score, but they cannot defend. So far, they have to prove that they can defend to win.
Bearfield working against Kuhn. Lalapit si Bradwin Quinto to offer that pick. Bearfield trying to dive in. Defense sticking right with him, and he ends up turning it over.
That's good defense displayed by Magnolia. And they are known to be a team that's a good defensive team, no?
Tama ba, Apple?
Tama ka, Magu. Lagi naman.
Hindi ako si Doc yung tama.
Alam niyo, from being cleared and ready to play, RK Ilagan changed his mind and had his surgery done early this morning. A meniscectomy on his left knee. And this is because meron pa daw talagang bothering pain sa kanyang tuhod. He is gonna need 8 weeks to heal and recover. So next conference na natin makikita si RK.
Yun ang sayang na sayang, no, Apple, as Sanggalang gets his 2 points. In the 2 games, RK Ilagan has played Dr. J. Average niya, 22 points. Parehong game, hatig 22 ang in-score nun. Samahan mo pa ng 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2.5 steals per outing. And aside from the numbers, Doc, yung tapang, yung tibay ng loob ng RK Ilagan, yun ang namimiss ng Bossing.
Yeah, and the mere fact that he is also a do-or-die type of player. He'll dive on the floor, really play tough defense. And maybe that's the reason why they started Summer here. Because now, alam nila, wala na ito eh. Kailangan na natin gumawa sa ibang bumunod na ibang player dito sa ating lineup. Oh?
Hindi tumawid yung bola. Yun yung bago sa interpretation. Okay lang yung tumawid sa half-court line as long as yung bola hindi napupunta sa likod. So that was a legal play. 6-4 is the score. Blackwater by 2. Sila umiscore ng unang 6 na puntos pero naka-back-to-back hits na ang Hotshots. Zamar over to David. Pantay pa rin niya si Javi. Kanina tinirahan niya yan. Off the turnaround. This time Magnolia comes up with a stop. Watch out! Save Lucero will throw it down.
And again, that turnover by David. Nakaposte. Pinuntahan siya. He really has to focus a little bit more on his game.
Fairfield on the move. David, hinahanap kung sino ba ang mabubukas. Zamar looking for the angle. Quinto with a pick. 5 to shoot for the guys in white. Zamar bounces to Quinto. Kumake pa. Quinto loses control. Another stop by Magnolia. Sanggalang with a steal. Here comes Kuhn. Hands it over to Lastimosa. Jerome jumps. Kuhn lets it fly. 0 for 2 para kay Chris.
A good setup job done there by Lastimosa. Kunz just can't buy the 3-point shot right now.
Fairfield again, gustong sumalaksa. Fairfield to the kabina, ang guluhan si Sanggalang.
And he got fouled there too.
8-6. Blackwater stopping the bleeding. Tapos mag 6-0 run ang Hotshots. Kuhn loses control. Medyo masama gising ng bata, Doc.
Because he's not yet consistent. You know, I saw that game where he had all those 3 but I said it's not going to happen every game. Not yet. Not right now.
Hopefully, para dito kay Chris Kuhn, he snaps out of it sooner rather than later. This time, binigay na niya yung pasa kay Sanggalang. Look at the pivot by Ian. Nagmintis lang. Sanggalang pa rin.
Good defensive job there by the white shirts. Huh?
Si David lumundag pa para magambala si Sanggalang.
Kala ko itong lumundag si Apple.
Pag New Year, para tumangkat. Zamar splits those 2 defenders. They go to the corner 3. Christian David will miss. Last touch dyan, si Quinto.
Very early substitution dito. Si Richard Escoto ito, much smaller than Abu.
Pero he can stretch the floor with shooting din, ano?
Yeah. He plays much bigger than his height.
Kuhn to the corner. Javi for 3. No good.
Ayaw pumasok ang 3-point shooting ng Magnolia.
David inside. Escoto's jump hook is good.
Bali-bali yung kanyang pagkapalit. Sakto. Di ba? Pagpasok, naka-score ka agad. Pumoste, jump hook, 2 points. 4-point lead para sa Blackwater.
Kuhn inside, losing control, pero meron palang foul.
Yan ang, basta't pinapunta mo sa kaliwa yan, malakas talaga yan. That's his strong side. And he was allowed to do that, so he got to the basket, and he was fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line.
2 shots nga para dito kay Kuhn, who is now averaging 10.5 points per game.
Missed the first free throw.
That was his first free throw attempt
in this conference.
As a rookie.
Kasi karamihan ng tira niya puro 3-point shot. Or then yung isang dribble, then sometimes he jumps.
Kuhn misses both. Pagkakataon ng Blackwater. Doblehin ang score ng Magnolia. Fairfield. At the other side, backing up on Kuhn. Escoto for three. Punches it through!
Ganda ng substitution, 5 points in less than a minute.
So it was a 6-0 start para dito sa Blackwater. 6-0 counter na Magnolia and now 7-0 blast para dito sa Bossing. Kaya 7 na ang abante nila. Lucero will stop the bleeding. Hindi natin kumagising doon ang hotshots.
Ang ganda ng pasa. Ang ganda ng execution ng play. The penetration and then the drop of pass there for Lucero.
Escoto nakakita ng puwang. Biglang nasaraduhan ni Lucero. Barefield on the reset. 6 to shoot. Barefield for 3. Kinalawin pa ni Sanggalang import. On the run, it is Kuhn. Quinto all over that one.
Tough night for Chris Kuhn.
Zamar losing control, keeping the dribble alive. Abandang tira, hindi mo bra. Lastimosa pitches over to Javi Gomez Taliano. Nakuyog ng dalawa. Iikot nila. Lastimosa for 4. Hindi mo bra.
Ayaw nga yung outside shooting ng Magnolia. It's not connecting at all here in the early minutes. For 7.5 minutes of the first quarter.
Barefield to the corner. David nasaraduhan ng pinto. Lost his dribble as well now. Escoto di diskarte, 4 to shoot. Escoto ulit. Lastimosa with the board. 5 abante ng Blackwater, 13 to 8. Next dead ball sigurado. Mandatory timeout tayo. Sanggalang trying to operate down low. Javi was waiting for the pass. Goes to that side step. 2 shots parating para kay Gomez de Leano. Pero bago yan, magkakaroon tayo ng timeout. 3-point shot na to, Dr. J. Hatid sa atin ang Arena Plus Sportsbook. There's 3:59 remaining sa ating opening quarter. Lamang ng 5 ang Bossing, 13 to 8.
Hey, we're small. We got to rebuild. Box out. We got to rebuild. Box out. Box out. Set. 1 minute. All right, stay in there. 1 minute. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So again, when the ball's on this side, opposite, right? No one's around you except shooter here. Don't get sucked in so that on the skip it's not so far.
So far, Dr. J, ang Magnolia 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Binabanggit mo nga parang masama ang range so far this early ng Magnolia Hotshots. Ang Blackwater, hindi ganun kaganda. 1 of 4 pa lang, pero at least nakaisa na.
Nakaisa na. At saka may 4-point attempt pa nga itong Magnolia, hindi ba galing kay Lastimosa yata na hindi rin pumasok. Pero nakita mo mababa score. 8 minutes na linalaro. 8 points pa lamang ang Magnolia. 2 pa dyan galing kay Lucero, layup, di ba? Tapos yung Blackwater naman, may 13. By the way, Panopio has been sent to the ball game. And let's see if Javi can make some free throws for them to get moving from that area.
Javi takes care of the first. He averages 23 minutes of action para kina Coach LA. 8.2 points, 4.2 rebounds ang kanyang iniaambag para sa Hotshots.
Si Malilim yata, pinasok na rin dito ng Blackwater, no?
Si Malilin makakasama si Hopia.
Si Hopia.
Barefield, Panopio, and Escoto.
Sila Christian David ang pinahinga.
At ang naiwan na lang sa starting unit si Barefield as Javi comes up with a steal. And he finishes with a layup.
Itong pinasok niya, very listless ang pasok. Yung pasa ko, parang pinasok sa kalaban kasi hindi niya ni-expect na may pressure.
Sa kabila, si Eriobu pinasok dito ni Coach L.A. Tenorio.
Matagal na ito hindi nagagamit si Eriobu.
As Panopio will miss. Eriobu only his 3rd appearance this season para dito sa Hotshots. Galing nga sa talo si na Coach L.A. kaya susubok ng bagong timpla, no? Nice fake.
Nakaka 6 points na ito. Puro ganun. 8 points, kali layup.
And just like that, Magnolia has taken the lead here. First time nakatikim ng kalamangan ng Hotshots. Escoto. Muntikan pa mabitawan ni Malilin yan. Troy with a pull-up. Di umubra. Panopio with a board. He's very impressive in terms of rebounds for a guard.
Napatawag tuloy ng timeout tuloy ang Magnolia Hotshots.
Panopio averages 5.6 rebounds per game. This rebound putback will give Blackwater back the lead. 15-14 ang nasa ating talaan. Napahilingan ng timeout ang Magnolia. On this day, back in 1996, the defense minister was born, Dr. J. How about Jericho Deniera, a 5-time PBA champion, 2-time BPC, 10-time All-Defensive Team, 2-time Sam Boylim Sportsmanship Award winner, one of the 50th greatest, of course, and yung numero 44, retired yan ng Pure Foods.
Yeah, certainly one of the greatest players of the PBA, defense minister. People may say, oh, slow. There is yung kanyang running partner, Calvin.
Captain Lionheart. Pinagsama mo yung Captain tsaka Alvin.
Alvin Patrimonio. Still the manager of the team right now, no? He only played for one team, his whole career. Might be the same way for Jun Marfado.
Yeah.
He probably will play only for San Miguel and retire as San Miguel Bierman.
Rome De La Rosa pinasok na as well as Paulie. Eriyupo mula sa kanto. He knocks down the first three para sa Hotshots.
Pagpasok ng second team ng Blackwater, hindi pumasok rin na ibang players dito sa Magnolia. Biglang layo, no?
17-15, Magnolia with her second taste of the lead. Hopia iaabot. Papunta dito kay Andrade. Fresh off the bench. Escoto swings. Malilindi makabawi. Lucero para sa rebound. Barroca on the move. Ano ba ito? 6-18 nung nagsimula. Nakaka-anim na game na sila. So this is going to be the 625th consecutive game of Mark Barroca in his storied career. Lucero is fouled as he went for the layup. 2 shots parating para kay Zave.
Blocking foul called. No challenge on the part of Blackwater.
I think sakto nasa ibabaw ng semi-circle kaya pwedeng mapituhan ng blocking.
Tingnan natin. Galing ang director natin. Layo eh. Pwede mo rin i-challenge yun because he was already there.
Bang-bang play, Pero the Coach Jeff deciding to save that challenge as Lucero takes care of the first free throw.
And early substitution, very few minutes para kay Hopia.
11 points na kasi itong si Zave Lucero this early. Kumalog palabas yung pangalawa.
So a 3-point lead being enjoyed by Magnolia. Low scoring first quarter ito. Medyo, 125 na lamang tayo dito.
3 ball di Ubra. Lucero to De La Rosa. Lina sa kanto, sa kaliwa. Nagpunta siya sa kanan. Erio bullet. Hindi makakuha yung pangalawa. Malilin making sure hindi mahuhugot ni De La Rosa yung rebound.
Nako, kitang-kita naman yung passer.
Pangalawang ganun na yun para sa Bossing.
That's a very dangerous cross-court pass, you know.
Save off the secondary.
Good
Alat pa rin.
rebound. Good rebound there by Abu Trato. Hirap sila sa three-point shooting nila, no? Except for that one shot here.
Oo, nag-iisa kay Iriobu.
Kay Iriobu pa. The least expected guy to make that.
Trotter kontra Iriobu. Baseline cut off. He spins away from the double team. Lucero with the rebound. Ito na si Baroka.
Good hands there.
Namimiligrong hindi makabente kahit isang team dito. Tignan natin if Magnolia can come up with a basket.
Yun na.
They'll turn it over.
Backing yan eh. Tapos na yung shot clock.
Neither team will get to 20, Dr. J.
Unless makaagaw ang Magnolia rito. Rafi Verano is coming in to replace Lucero. David, by the way, is back in there. No?
Si Escoto pinalitan ni Christian David.
Yeah.
Andrade mag-inbound. 12 kalahating segundo natitira sa ating opening quarter.
May one foul to give dito ang Magnolia before they get into a penalty.
Malilin trying to attack early. Malilin all the way with a sweeping hook. Hindi umubra. Pagkakataon na Magnolia to break that 20-point lane. On the run.
Pwede.
Would have counted if it had stuck. But that'll do it for the first 12. Neither team reaching 20. 18-15 ang ating score. It is Magnolia by 3.
We're open. So you have this, you have this. I haven't seen a stagger. I haven't seen a zoom. I haven't seen, come up, pass, fill. Get to a split. I haven't seen it.
Dr. J, if Magnolia wins tonight, sa kasaysayan ng PBA, magiging solo third place na sila. Ang San Miguel, of course, on top of that table, pinakamaraming panalo sa kasaysayan ng PBA. 14-88 na for the winningest team, the 30-time champion San Miguel Beermen. Ginebra is there with 11-65. Tabla ang Alaska at Magnolia at 9-93. TNT is running fifth with 7-89.
Well, San Miguel is the oldest team since 1975 ba yan eh. You know, Barangay Ginebra entered, I think, about 1981 or 82, something like that. I remember at that time, Alaska no longer is going to be able to increase on that. They also came in late, 86. But Magnolia has been, medyo no, they started 88.
88, di ba, Doc?
Wala pa nga si Alvin kaagad dun.
As the Pure Foods franchise, of course, 14-time champions na yan. Pero sa Philippines,
Slam rin yan dahil kay Team Code.
Yun. When they were known as the San Mig Coffee Mixers.
Yeah. Ayan, Paul Lee, by the way, has been sent in. Kasama na yan si Rafi Verano. So ito naman yung mga veterano, except for Rafi Verano. Pareho yun
Lee will handle. Nandiyan nga si Verano, Baroka, De La Rosa, and Iriobu. Medyo maliit na lineup nga to. Sa kabila naman, si Trotter lang kasi pinakamatangkad din. Hindi, si David mas matangkad yan. As Panopio comes up with a steal, Andrade will walk it home.
That's a good assist there by Panopio. He could have gotten the 2 points. Bigay ko na sa teammate ko. Let him get started.
And with Magnolia struggling from that three-point line, Dr. J, only 1 of 7. Blackwater continues to sit on that zone. Hindi mabust ni Paulie yung zona. Ito na si Andrade para sa Bossing. Panopio diving in. Goes to the corner. Malilin. Bibigay muna kay Trotter. Trotter inside off the twirl.
Si David at saka si Iriobu nagkandara pa dun. Dahil binabox out ni Baroka ito si David. Ang laki.
Both teams still to breach the 20-point mark. De La Rosa trying to muscle his way through.
Good guy. Let's see if Malilim can finish something off. No?
Antayin nila yung rest back dahil yung 5 nakaasul ang bilis na kababa. Panopio inside to David. Merong foul bago pa man masapo.
Ian Sangalang coming back in for Iriobu.
Sa atin din, si David is coming back.
Yes, Magu and Dr. J, the trend continues para dito sa Magnolia. Another flat start ng first quarter. Sabi ni Assistant Coach Juno Soler, kulang yung pressure sa depensa. They allow the likes of Cedric Bearfield and Christian David to get easy looks. Tapos on offense, they took a lot of quick threes. When they have an open lane, they have to attack to the basket. And Paul Lia said the perfect ending to their huddle, saying, we can do better. Balik sa inyo.
Yun, si Verano pinakita how he can do better, carving out that space to give Magnolia back the lead. Less than 10 natitira sa ating first half. Panopio on the move. Inabot ng foul.
Gonna be 2 free throws. Second personal foul of Mark Barroca.
So Dalf Panopio, coming off that 11.7 rebound, 7 assist performance, is at the line for 2 shots.
Last game, contra Converge, starting 5 player naman siya. No? Today, he came off the bench.
The rookie, Dalf Panopio, shoots about 77% from that free throw line as Ginto checks back in para kay Trotter. Panopio cans both. We got a nice seesaw battle developing early in the second quarter. Pakintuan pa rin natin si Dr. J. Andy with Miss Apple David patrolling the sidelines. First game ng ating PBA Friday mula dito sa makasaysayang Smart Araneta Coliseum. It's been a while, Doc, mula na nandito tayo sa building na to. Iba pa rin yung feels, no? Pumapasok ka pa lang. May kakaibang kasaysayan kang nararamdaman pagka Smart Araneta.
Ang basketball history yan. As well as boxing history, of course.
Siyempre, katatapos na ng 50th anniversary ng Trilla in Manila. Nice spin by Panopio. Andrade. In and out on the 3, but Ginto battles for the board. May napituan ng foul, isa sa mga nakaasul.
Rom de la Rosa ang tinawagan ng foul. Xavier Lucero coming back in para kay Rom de la Rosa. At itong si Richard Escoto para kay Christian David. Berke medyo nagpapahinga pa rin.
Oo nga. Paalala din natin, una pa lang to ng 2 laban ngayong Biyernes. It is going to be Converge versus Barangay Nebra coming up later on.
Ang Barangay Nebra, dalawa pa lamang ang panalo nun. No? And Converge also 4-2 yata yan, di ba? Maganda rin maging 5-2 yan para makakasama doon sa mga madaming 5-2.
Ang Ginebra 2-3, ang Converge 4-2. Si Sir Seb Sarmenta kanina pa nandirito waiting to do that game for all of us.
Parang ikaw yun, maaga naman talaga yun.
Hindi makakonect, lumusot sa kamay ni Lucero.
2-on-1.
Panopio to the cup, wala pa rin!
Kung naghahanap ka ng foul, instead of passing off to a teammate who's big and underneath. And he made a mistake there. You're a point guard. It's 2-on-1. You should be able to score.
Verano trying to finger roll. Malilin will track it down. 22-21, Magnolia by 1. Sa kabila si Andrade na ibet, Panopio. Aantayin yung pick mula dito kay Ginto. Andrade for 4. Punches it through!
Di ba binigyan niya ng layup kanina yan? Kanina binigyan niya ng 3, kumalog lang. Ito po, tinuluyan na ni Andrade.
Kaya ang Blackwater lumamang na naman ng 25-22. Barely 4 minutes into the second frame. Andrade burning the hot shots here. Let's see how Coach LA and the rest of Magnolia will respond.
2 para sa Magnolia. Down to just 5. 2:31 to go.
They need a timeout because they couldn't inbound. Mayor Green.
Ebonja will attack. He gets it to go. The lead is with Blackwater.
Ngayon, nagka-problema dahil nag-inbound sila sa backcourt. Pag naagawan ka, malapit talaga sa basket ng kalaban.
And Ebonja finally saw some daylight to take a good shot. Para sa Blackwater.
Black!
And that is victory.
No!
For Blackwater. That is a defensive stop from Ray Suerte. And Blackwater wins it.
What a game, what a game.
Ikaw yun to ka, kasama si Attorney.
Attorney, boses talaga ni Attorney Charlie yun.
About 3.5 years ago, itong Blackwater nga,
Kinalo
pulled the
ng
rug
Magnolia.
from under Magnolia. Nice game.
Ito, by the way, Jet Mendoza has come in to replace Panopio. And also, Bearfield has come back into the ball game. Pinalitan yata si Malilim, no?
Paalala natin si Mendoza, dating nasa kampo ng Magnolia yan.
Last year, he gave them some good games because obviously hindi pa malalim ang bench ng Magnolia. Lalo na pag nasaktan ng konti yung mga sa backcourt, kailangan gamitin yan, Binalik ulit si Malilim. Inalis naman yung naka 6 points na. Si BJ Andrade.
Lead for 3. In and out.
Malas yun ng puro kalog, Yung
Really that kind of night para dito sa Magnolia from the outside.
So far in the first 2 quarters.
1 of 9 na to. Kaya ko yun, 11%.
Very good, thank you.
Mas madali ko 1 of 10. Escoto, hinahanap si Bearfield. Alfaro trying to keep in front of him. Bearfield down the good of the defense. Fought the contact, threw it up. 2 shots parating para kay Cedric.
Problema ni Alfaro, ang laki ni Bearfield at saka ang lakas kumpara sa kanya. So parang binuldos his way to the basket yun. And gets himself to the free throw line.
Unang punta sa free throw ni Bearfield tonight. He's got 4 points on 2 of 4 shooting from the field. Sumama pa na isang rebound at 2 assist.
Kaso nagmintis ng unang free throw. And ito meron pang player.
Si Cruz Dumont.
Panay ang balasa ni Coach Jeff Carriazo ng kanyang player as much as possible. Pati nga si Opia, ginamit ng sandali kanina, di ba? 2 mintis.
Apol, ano balita?
Cedric Bearfield, who is celebrating his birthday tomorrow, shared how he played 41 minutes last game. So yung 33 points na yun, na na-score niya is a reflection of him being aggressive. Pero feeling niya, he could have taken better shots. And it's not just about him scoring dito sa Blackwater, but trying to make plays for his teammates as well. Now, his mindset, kahit pa 1-5 yung kanilang record, regardless of the win-loss, it's 1 game at a time talaga. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, David.
Alam mo, siyempre, ganyan na lang talaga ang attitude mo. Pag masama ang losing record ka, 1 game at a time talaga. Kasi hindi mo nang pwede madaliin yan. Sana kung katulad ka ng San Miguel, natalo ka ng first 2 games, pwede mo isipin, next 5 games, kami babalik.
Hindi next game, next 5 games.
Next 5 games, so next 4 games, babalik kami, di ba?
Hindi kasi dumadali ang schedule. Pagkatapos ng FIBA break natin, of course, we take a break on Monday. Meron pa tayong mga laro sa linggo, Pagdating ng Lunes, break tayo hanggang December 4. December 5 ang balik natin sa aksyon.
Okay.
Ito, Blackwater will have Phoenix on the 6th, Barangay Nebra on the 10th, and San Miguel Beer on the 13th. Kaya ganun ka-importanteng makasungkit sila ngayong gabi. Kabila naman, Magnolia sa December 5 ang makakalaban, Converge. December 7, NLEX at December 15, Rain or Shine.
Tapos may TNT pa yan. Remember yung game na yun, na-postpone dahil Typhoon 1. Kundi, pang 7 game na sana ito ng, pang 8 game, 7 game yata ito ng Magnolia,
Mendoza. Running into a roadblock named Ian Sangalang. Tumalbog lang Dok
He was going a little bit wild there, challenging a lot of those big men, veterans. Hindi naman basta kakagat yan. Chechempohan ka talaga sa ibabaw niya pag bitaw mo.
Quinto against Sangalang, nagbabakbakan sa pwestuhan. Now Bradwin gets his hands on it. Bearfield trying to break free. Natigit sa kanya. Itong si Alfaro. 4 to shoot. Bearfield's got to take it. He goes across. Cruz Dumont against the shot clock. Punches it through.
Buena mano yung unang tira niya yun. Patagilid pa nung natanggap niya yung bola pero pumasok.
Panik ulit sa apat ang abante ng Blackwater, 28-24. Javi Gomez Diliano is back on the floor. Alfaro goes across. They touch it over to Sangalan. Ian banging bodies with Quinto. Spins baseline. Napilitang ilabas. Kuhn 2 to shoot. Javi lets it fly. Siya hindi makabail out. At ito na ang Bossing tumatakbo.
Maganda depensa doon ng Bossing. You have to give it to them.
Bearfield lights it up. And Blackwater is reeling in this second quarter. Sa pito ang kanilang abante, 31-24. The second time nakapagtatag sila ng 7-point lead on the Hotshots.
Forced to call a timeout. Ano ito, partner?
3-point shot na hatid sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. And Doc, you've been talking about it. Yung depensang pinapakita ngayon ng Bossing translating into nice offense.
Yeah, because ang nangyari doon, walang easy shot sa ilalim para sa Magnolia. Naobligang iwi. This was a necessary timeout there by Magnolia Hotshots, no? 31-24 nandito. Kanina medyo dikit-dikit ito. Tagal na hindi nag-i-scorean. Biglang nakalayo dito ng konti ang Blackwater. Pero marami pang oras bago matapos ang ating pangalawang yugto dito sa larong ito. Sila Limosa pala, binalik na yata.
Ito nga po yung susunod na tatlong assignment ng Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots. Bakit po December pa? Kasi ngayong darating na Lunes hanggang December 4, meron tayong FIBA break. It is going to be Gilas against Guam, home and away. Yung home game sa Blue Eagle Gym, Dr. J.
Ang bago yun eh.
Bagong renovate.
Bagong renovate. Air condition yata ngayon. So hindi na yung katulad dati yung...
Pagandahan ngayon ng Blue Eagle Gym at saka ng Q5 ng UST.
UST. May game tayo yata doon on
Sa
the
linggo,
16th. On the 16th may trabaho ka.
Sa linggo.
Ayun na naman.
Depensa na naman.
Depensa. Wild passes ang ginagawa ng Magnolia. They should be a little bit more patient.
Escoto. Ganda ng pasok niya kanina. Instant offense ngayon. Natapikan. Bearfield keeps it on that side. 5 to shoot. Bearfield for 3. Punches it through.
Isipin mo yung taong yan. Dalawang free throw mintis. Back-to-back 3-3 shots. Ang hihirap. May tao sa harap.
Kaya naman nakapagtatag na siya ng unang-unang double-digit spread sa ating laban. 34-24 in favor of the Bossing.
Muntik na naman nahuli yung pasa na yun.
Alfaro to Lastimosa. Wala pa masyadong ginagawa si Jerome. Javi, quick trigger.
Ayaw talaga pumasok. Another good rebound and may foul pa dun. Baka si Lucero ang tatawagan ng foul dito, si Sangalang.
And you gotta love the body language right now of the coaching staff and management of the Blackwater Bossing. Everybody loving what they are seeing from the 5 on the floor.
You know, I've worked a lot with you already. I've always told you, teams can be competitive first quarter, maybe even up to second quarter, but you have to be able to continue from that. Especially yung sinatawag natin mga lower ranked teams. No? You know, everybody has their chances. And everybody trains hard to win a basketball game. So the same thing with this Blackwater Bossing. Pag binigyan niyo ang pagkakataon niya at nabuo nila yan, you know, they can really give you a good fight. But they got to make some free throws. They've missed 3 already. They're not getting a lot of free throws here either. They've missed 4 in a row.
The Magnolia dodging a couple of bullets there. Lalo pong 4 na minuto natitira sa ating first half. Alfaro. Bounces to Sangalan. Alfaro again. No looks into Lucero.
Lakas.
Zave had to get creative pero nagmintis. Bearfield on the run. Trying to get around Alfaro. 2 shots parating para kay Cedric.
Dalawang beses siya pinal doon. Yung pangalawa lang natawag. Pero again, he's going to go to the free throw line.
Ngayong naka back-to-back 3-pointer siya, tignan natin kung mahuli yung range.
Yeah, you know.
Alam mo, Doc, sa Korea, usong-uso free throw pabanda. Kahit yung mga shooter, may pinaliwanag sa atin ni Lee Seung-jun yan ating kaibigan dyan, dating national team player.
Kilala ko yun, 6'9 yun
Kaya daw sila nagpapabanda ng free throw. Kasi yung mga 3-point shooter, ayaw nilang pinapa-adjust yung pulso. Kaya kesa na maging 15-footer lang yung ititira mo, pabanda nyo na para hindi masira yung tres mo.
Okay yun.
Makes sense, di ba? May anggulong tama.
Well, I don't know about, you know, I've watched basketball since I was a little kid. Noong araw sa national team si John Papa, Ayun, sa practice sa Rizal Memorial, puro banda.
Puro banda rin.
Oh, yung 20 out of 20, hindi 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20.
Mas malupit yun. Pero sa Korea, ang daming gumagamit ng pabandang free throw ngayon. Yun ang talaga.
Gumaya sila kay Belga.
Yun, mag-one hand.
Yun, nakagawa na.
Oh, that's a big collision between Alfaro and Bearfield.
And of course, hahanapan ng Magnolia yan na parang ba take foul ba yan o whatever.
Si Governor Jason Webb nga, napalundag mula sa kanya upuan.
Pleading. Baka nagmisa kanina si Jason. Pero, he has tignan natin kung re-reviewin yan. Siyempre, re-review yan kung
kasi sa Sikoy tumama yung kamay. Was there a play on the ball?
Yung nakita niya parating sa kanya, siyempre pinoprotektahan niya sarili niya. Pero parang walang play on the ball yan. More on the body of the player. So it's an easy decision here, but let's see.
No play on the ball, deliberate foul ang tinawag. Kay Bearfield, 2 shots plus possession to para sa Magnolia.
Ilan ang foul ni Bearfield? Pangalawa. So yan ang importante. Hindi na bali yung deliberate foul Importante yung ilang fouls na yan. Dahil yan, pag na-foul trouble, medyo wala ka na mabubunot masyado doon. Pero mali talaga yun. Ba't niya harangin, di ba? Nang ganun. If yung tumaga ka, ibang storya yun. Tumaga ka sa bola Sabi ni Alfaro, kanina mo pa ako pinahihirapan dito. Kabawi naman sa'yo. Kaso he split his charities. So it's still a 9-point lead for the Blackwater Bossing.
Lee papasok ulit para dito kay Alfaro. Possession will remain with Magnolia.
They have to break that zone. They have to shoot from the outside. Kaya pinasok si Paul yan. Kita mo, libre yan.
Lucero. Inside to Sanggalang. Matalas. Trotter para sa board. Here comes Mendoza racing down the right side. Jet on the move. Trotter.
Kala ko hindi tatawag ang referee.
Magnolia saying it was his own man pero meron yatang tumulak. Yun ang sinasabi ng ref. Meron daw tumulak kay Escoto kaya nasahod niya yung kakampi niya. And Coach LA immediately challenging it.
Yeah. Nandun sila So doon nakita nila. So tignan natin. Si referee Halik ang tumawag nito
That definitely was a nasty fall. Medyo nakakatakot yung pagkakabulagta. Pero meron ba tumulak kay Escoto, Doc?
Kenny Halik. Maybe about 3 years na ito. About 2-3 years na ito. LA. He lost his cool a little bit but now he's cool again.
Yeah.
Cool siya kasi kasama ko siya kahapon.
Magkasama kayo kagabi, no, Doc?
Nakita ko nga siya sa screen. Pati si Coach Chotres, wala siya doon dahil may game on. Pero meron siyang message dahil yung pinuntahan namin. Parang meron kaming ino-honor na tao. AES. Pati si Rico Villanueva nakasama ko. Tagal ko na hindi nakikita.
Ito, iniimbestiga ng mga ref. Paano nga ba nangyari? Meron na yata ang desisyon, Doc.
Okay.
After ng review, nagkaroon tayo ng 1-3 case. Simulang recalling si Escoto kaya tumama kay Oriobu. Ang challenge ng Magnolia is not successful.
Ayun na nga, nagkarambola, Dr. J.
Alam mo, this is my point. I like the idea of them wanting to explain. This is good. Actually, the review is going to be may tulak kaya nga bumagsak ng gano'n di ba? Yung tulak doon So, but the point is, hindi ko naintindihan yung explain niya di ba? You have to be that
So si Javi Gomez de Liaño yung tumama kay Escoto.
Yeah.
Kaya si Escoto napailalim kay Trotter.
Yeah. Now, because of the penalty situation, take 2 na naman dito ang Bossing. And they've missed 5 free throws already in this quarter alone.
Yun na masakit para sa Blackwater.
Walang libre ngayon.
Sabi mo nga, Doc, hanggat hindi sila nakakabuo ng 4 na quarter o 48-minute performance, pagka ganyang maganda nilalaro mo ngayon, ilayo mo na ng todo.
Ito, 6 na free throw namin in this quarter alone.
Magnolia looking to capitalize on it. Lucero to Sanggalang. Too easy para dito sa Hotshots.
Kasalanan ng side player yan eh. Dahil yun ang dapat pinapantayan niya eh. Yung sentro, siyempre, nakatingin sa bola yun at saka saan pumupunta yung bola.
Barefield against Lee. Cedric being hounded here by Paul. 3 to shoot. Bitin.
Good defense there by Paul Lee. Not known to be a defender, but stood his ground all the way.
Sanggalang inside, now double team. They go across. Lastimosa all night. Punches it through. Magnolia starting to wake up here at the Araneta. Baba sa apat ang hinahabol nila, 36 to 32. Sanggalang feeding Lastimosa for his first triple na hatid sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Time out muna para dito sa Blackwater. Lamang sila ng apat, 36-32. Patuloy ang ating pagtutok. First game ng ating PBA Friday dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta. Magnolia and Blackwater with less than 2 minutes remaining. Sa ating first time, ito Doc yung nangyari kanina.
Ayan ang tulak eh.
Yun o. May tumulak nga, either si Javi o si Polly. Natulak ito si Escoto. Napunta siya sa ilalim ng kakampi niya na si Trotter.
Ba't iba nag-free throw?
Si Escoto yung tinulak eh.
Oo nga.
Penalty.
Si Escoto ba nag-take free throw?
Si Escoto
okay.
nag-free throw.
Okay.
Si Abu Trotter yung umangat dapat. Na lumagapak.
8-0 run dito para sa Magnolia. Oh, 3-point shot in and out.
Cruz Dumont on the miss. Ito na naman ang Hotshots. Down by 4 na lang. Lastimosa almost the same spot. In and out nga lang ang resulta.
Kumalog na naman. Eh. Pero those are good shots.
Sa kabilang dulo, it is Christian David who gives it up to Mendoza. Trotter wants it. He gets it. Sanggalang ang bantay niya. Trotter exploding to the baseline. Meron na namang foul at dahil penalty na nga ang Hotshots, free throws na naman.
Tama ang ginagawa nila eh. Atake ng atake dahil pupunta ka sa free throw line. Ang problema lang, you have to make your free throws. Ano bang ano nila? They've missed 6 in this quarter already. For the first half, medyo marami na rin sila namimintis eh. And finally, good adjustment there.
Habang nag-update to, Doc, alam mo kung sinong mga grupo ng mga kababayan nating napakasaya
Sino?
na live na sa YouTube ang ating PBA? Kung hindi nyo pa po alam, sa YouTube, One Sports YouTube page, live na live yung mapapanood, lahat ng laro. Mga kapatid natin na seaman. Tulad na lang ng kaibigan nating si Aloy Santor at lahat ng sakay ng Norwegian Breakaway, nakatutok sila sa atin every game halos. Dahil ano pang paglilibangan mo, di ba?
Nakakatuwa yung sinabi mo So there are a lot of coincidences. Dahil seaman, yun ang pinuntahan namin kahapon ni LA. AES nga yun eh. Yung Arden Santos para mga maritime yun eh.
Marami sila no, na seaman.
Binibigyan ng lessons yun. Pare. May scholarship para sa seaman yun. Para kumita para sa pamilya nila.
Yun. So lahat po ng mga kababayan natin na walang access sa RPTV, mag-YouTube po tayo saan man tayong sulok ng mundo. May-enjoy natin ang lahat na laro ng PBA. Lalo na, painit ng painit ang ating Philippine Cup. Ito nga pong Magnolia, 4-2. Gusto nilang masabayan ang San Miguel and Lexa Trainer Shine in second place. Blackwater naman, natalo na ng 5 sunod. They want to get out of the bottom. And with a win, they can catch etong Phoenix at Titan.
Yeah. mean, they have a very good chance if they can continue to play on this level. And like I said, masakit yun. They've missed 7 free throws in this second quarter. That hurts because they're up by 5. Even kalahati lang yun would mean they'll be up by 8 or 9, di ba? Ay, kalahating conversions.
Of course, bukas po tayo nasa CDO. Rainer Shine TNT ang labanan. And then sa linggo sa UST naman, tayo po yung magkita-kita. Last day before the FIBA break this coming Sunday.
Mabigat na game yun dahil TNT right now is 5-1, di ba?
How about Gabe Norwood in his last performance as a player sa CDO? Another sub-block natin yan bukas ng gabi. Mapapanood pa rin syempre dito sa RPTV. Jed Mendoza with a tough bucket.
Isipin mo yan, point guard yan, pero masipag talagang pumupunta sa boards yan. You know, and he just wants to play in the PBA. Give me a chance. And they have foul to give. They have 1 foul to give there. But they're not gonna foul because they're on the zone right now. Pag hindi ka umaatake, hindi ka papaulin yan.
Lastimosa trying to make his move. Got the drop on Mendoza. Inabot ni Trotter sa dulo.
May foul na naman. So take 2 pa si Jed Mendoza dito because of the defensive rebound. And ang nag-foul pa si Lucero, di ba? Si Lucero pa nga ang pumaul.
This has been a spectacular second quarter para dito sa Blackwater. They have outscored Magnolia 24-14, Dr. J.
Well, medyo malas ang 3-point shooting ng Magnolia. Ang daming kalug di ba? And even the interior defense of Blackwater has been proving to be very strong here in the second quarter.
3-point shooting na Magnolia so far, 2 of 13 pa lang. Ito naman Blackwater needs to capitalize on the free throws. Mendoza takes care of the first one.
BJ Andrade is coming in because they have a foul to give. And you don't want Bearfield to be giving up the foul. He has 2 fouls. Eh si Andrade, masunurin yan. Pag sinabi mo yan, papaul yan ng tama pag ikaw may hawak ng bola.
2.6 natitira sa first half. Mendoza goes 2 for 2. Panik ulit siya mga abante ng Bossing. Lucero pitches it out.
Wild.
Oh! That beat the buzzer from our angle. It might just count para kay Sanggalang.
May nakalipot to na sa tao niya. Tignan natin itong tire ulit.
Looks good from that angle. Let's see. Ito, mas magandang angulo, Doc. Titignan natin yung orasan sa ibabaw.
Kinout na
Ayun, pagbanda, tsaka lang umilaw yung gilid ng board So, Ian Sanggalang salvages 2 points at the end of the first half. 41-34 ang ating score. Ito na po ang ating Babad Player of the Half. Hatid sa atin ng Devant. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family. With Devant, Cedric Bearfield with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists at the half, Dr. J. And he has helped his Bossing to a 7-point lead over Magnolia. Blackwater trying to snap that 5-game slide. They've got another half to try and do so dito sa loob ng Smart Araneta.
PBA fans, we are treated to a thrilling ball game between the Magnolia Hotshots Chicken Timplados and the Blackwater Bossing in this virtual must-win game. Para sa Bossing, sila ang namamayagpag at halftime. Our score is 41-34. Later on, we'll also have the game between Converge and Barangay Ginebra. But before we talk about kung ano nga bang nangyari the first two quarters, guess what? History in motion as the world's best takes center stage at the first ever FIFA Futsal Women's World Cup 2025. That's going to be happening here in the Philippines. Passion, power, and pride. It's all going to be starting on November 21 at the Phil Sports Arena. Get your tickets at fifa.com/tickets.
Si Larry Muyang, hindi naman siya pinahiya ni Larry.
Rosales, ang ganda na naman ang pasa, slam dunk for Taudua.
A lot of pinpoint assist passes from both teams, allowing their big man to score. Kanina, Larry Muyang, ngayon naman, slam dunk, courtesy of Mo Tautua. Again, kung ganong kalapit, hindi mo na maihinto si Big Mo.
Gunmar, shooter yung binabantayan. Yan yung magiging resulta. Si Arana, iniwan pa kay Bakti for the two-handed throwdown.
And what we're seeing is a lesson on extra passes here done by Converge, giving up a good shot.
Here we go, last shot time. Mendoza fell. Nakuha pa ng Titans. Still a chance. And that's it. That's going to count. Last save. That is going to count, I think. That's going to count as Kate Flores stuffed it in. For the turnover.
And Charlie, for the team that's last place in defense, Titan doing a good job of forcing turnovers, getting steals. And what about that release pass, an extra pass, and there's a dunk coming from Kate Flores.
Right at the buzzer.
The clock.
Saktong-sakto yata din eh. Tinan mo. Oh, sabay ilaw. Diba? So, how did it?
Just a single three-point shot.
Oo, yung three-point shot na.
Quarter.
Ito, libre si Pugoy. Let's see if they'll alter their offense. Back to the presence. Rosser slapped it from the baseline.
That time, naghanap sila kung sino malilibre, but there's got to be good movement, and BGR giving them that movement.
Inside off the pivot, forced to kick it back out. Haba pa naman ang shot clock. Fancy pass, and then the behind the back. Throw down para kay Baltasar.
Kanina ka pa pasa ng pasa sa akin. Ako na ba magbibigay sa iyo? Big man. Twin Tower.
Beautiful basketball being played here by Converge as they have taken now a 3-point lead, 45-42.
Titan fighting underneath, looking for some calls. CJ!
And look at his spring. CJ Perez, 26 total points, and is now dunking. So it is official that CJ is also back. After that, the rest of the way, they outscored Magnolia 10-4. That's why they were able to secure a victory.
Okay, natin natin. Yun! Sigurado na! Si Mo Tautua. Palakpakan yung mga teammates niya. 1 out of 2 on dunks.
And 1-4-5. Yan ang total output ng San Miguel. Meron pa tayong over...
Working his way back to the PBA.
Front U forces it.
Oh, yes! He scores!
Wow, what a shot.
Front U, put it up, got the foul. With the help of the glass, got the shot. He'll go to the line.
Paul Zamar with that foul. Panoorin natin.
Rather ill-advised, that's a low percentage shot. Giving an opportunity once more.
Ayun,
For Blackwater, that's another bucket for Blackwater. Back-to-back baskets. And now the lead is 8.
Just one time a team foul.
Oh, Clarito with a strong drive.
You don't be flopping against Clarito. You're just going to finish the shot.
He gets the defensive stops para makatakbo yung mga kakampi niya.
Yeah.
Fast break points. And 6-0. Tapos si Malonzo opens up the second with a bucket.
Yeah, he already has 4 points in the ball.
Underneath, Perkins against Tatu. Here's Perk again, similar move.
Can give him an eye and perhaps close to traveling. Because I don't know if he left his big foot there. But...
Ito na nga. Rivero!
Yes. And he got hit on the head, and that's going to be another review.
The Richie shuffle resulting to an end one opportunity. Walang napuruhan si Rivero as he got to the bucket. Look at this, ilan yung mapapatalon? Dalawa!
He loves to do that and go under. If he gets a pen,
Thank you for that report, Bell. As Nokum comes up with such a crafty move. Adrian Nokum doing Adrian Nokum things underneath.
On the run, 3-on-2. All the way, Hernandez. Great pass to Paraiso.
I think TNT is taking terra firma a little bit too lightly.
Yeah, and I think they're beginning to realize that terra firma TNT sa labas eh, di ba? Ito na, sinalaksak sa gitna, pinitin.
Amazing. And he now has 17 points.
Ganun lang, off the bench yan, ha?
Oo.
Libre. Nilapitin, dapat itinira na lang, siguro.
Hanapin just didn't have.
What a drive by Gio Halalo. Lead is back in the hands of TNT.
And Halalo.
Paraiso to the middle. Tight pass. Hernandez. Well,
scores.
But can he make this free throw?
1 out of 6 so far from the line.
Sa pasa ni Lapud. Here comes Cruz. They put it up. Troyano sets it home.
In the sky play between Jericho Cruz and the rampaging Don Troyano. Was scattered 14 big points, all in the second quarter of play, partner. Big time basketball.
Lastimosa on the other side. Nagkanta ng abot kay Baroka. Sneaky, very, very sneaky para dito sa Magnolia.
And this is just an example of what happens when you move without the ball. You will be...
Barong's not even. Bibigay kay Kuhn. Somebody's got to take it. One to shoot. Huli! Niabay!
This guy is a member of our all-defensive team, and the reason is, if it is well within his range, he's going to block the shots of his opponent.
With a rebound. Kuhn for 4. Window left open.
Quick foul. What a basket by Chris Kuhn.
And now, even if CJ makes both, it remains a one-possession game. The newer faces sa kampo ng Converge. Bearfield on the move. Nice pick. Oh, he took it right to Baltasar. He gets the basket because Sama mag-foul.
Tabla agad, and he has the opportunity to give the lead back to Blackwater. Oh, you like this? Because they're competing. Juan Gomez. Parang sinabi kay Stockton, this is your team right now. You're on the floor. You do it.
And one para kay Ginto.
Hindi mo maalis sa player yan eh. Pag may bagong pumasok, siyempre, nag-aagawa kayo ng yung position.
Si Winston. Bearfield inside to Ginto. Finally, para kay Bradley. And look at that entire Blackwater bench. Loving the tenacity of Bradwin Ginto. Defenders, Bearfield spins into the front court. Panopio goes reverse. Kumapit yun!
And another assist for Bearfield. What a game, 92-90.
Cisco pulls up for 3. Gets it to go!
And all of a sudden, rain or shine, steal the lead for the MX Road Warriors at the end of the first.
Bowling, hindi lang na-shoot.
That's Gabe Norwood. Gabe taking it strong by himself.
Kung yung dating Gabe Norwood, ititigil nila, diba? Tapos ilalabas na, isa-set up nila. 3 points nila in the previous game.
Oh. And so far, huh? Oh, what a block
shine, yung offensive rebounding, second chance points. Yan yung nasa top ng scouting report nila, or at least yung halftime report. At Policapio, what a move! Working on El Defonso.
Using his quickness there. Yun ang sinasabi natin, di ba? Points in the paint ulit doon.
Boli versus Asistio, driving in. Ooh, and scoring past two white shirts.
Yung kumpiyansa nila. Again, walang rim protector.
No good there. Second chance opportunity para sa rain or shine. Clarito. Oh, the spin. Got past two. And that basket is good.
Napasok doon. Paikot-ikot.
Roger. Going that to JV Mopon. Mopon has to shoot. And another buzzer beater basket para sa Headlings.
May halong swerte yun, ha? Kasi hindi gumalaw yung offense nun. Hindi maganda ang kanilang spacing unlike the previous times.
Tama yan, Mark.
Matapos lumamang ng hanggang kalahating kahon, 6+1 bucket pa rin naman ang naibaong abante. Netong Blackwater kontra Magnolia, 41-34 is the score. Napakaganda ng second quarter na ipinakita dito ng Bossing. Tabi pa rin natin si Dr. J. Andy Howe. Blackwater doing well again in this first half. Can they continue?
Well, you know, you limit the opponent to 34 points after 2 quarters. Medyo siguro dapat nakakalamang ka. And they're up by 7, although they missed the, you know, they allowed the 2 points to be scored at the very end of the buzzer. That certainly hurts the cause of Blackwater also.
Eto Magnolia, a very slow first half para sa kanila. Merong shades of what they can do, but they can't seem to put it together.
Yeah, tignan natin, because of the 3-point shooting, dahil sa zone na in-employ ng Blackwater, 2 out of 13, 15%, mabigat yun. Yung Blackwater naman, they had 36%, no? Ang field goal percentage, medyo parehong mababa, 35 at saka 38% para sa Blackwater. Yung rebounding, plus 8 pa nga ang Blackwater dito, although you would say that probably malaki-laki ang lineup. But all 14 free throws of Blackwater were given in the second quarter and they made 7, missed 7. So mabigat rin yun.
Cedric Bearfield leads all scores with a dozen. Backup niya itong sina Andrade, Trotter, and Escoto. Sa kabila naman si Lucero, ang ganda ng first quarter, pero hindi natin siya nakitaan masyado sa second. Sangga lang because of that buzzer beater now with 8.
Yeah, Jerome Lastimosa has 5. They need a lot more contribution. They need some contribution from Poli. They need some contribution from Mark Baroka. A little more from Sanggalang. You know, the veterans have got to show up here already for the Magnolia Hotshots. No?
Magnolia at 4-2, looking for a piece of second place if they can crawl all the way back and pick up the victory. Ang Blackwater naman, you gotta feel good about yourselves. You're on a 5-game slide. You want to snap it. Pero si Coach Jeff was really upset heading into the dugout nung maipamigay nga nila yung last second shot ni Sanggalang. Ang sinasabi nga ni Carlos sa atin. Carlo Pamintuan was in the tunnel. He's taking care of the second game for Rush. Sabi niya, galit na galit daw si Coach Jeff. Reminding everybody, bago pa pumasok ng dugout, you have to play up to the buzzer.
Yeah, and not only that, may foul to give eh. Kaya nga pinasok yung mga iba to para mag-give up ng foul. Eh, hindi naman nila give up, you know.
41-34 sa pagbubukas ng third quarter. Happy Gomez de Liano will get the start kasama sina Jerome Lastimosa, Chris Goon, Zave Lucero is there, as well as Ian Sanggalang. Katapat nila, nakasona pa rin. Etong sina Paul Zamar, Christian David, Bradwin Ginto, Cedric Bearfield, and Abu Trotter. Masamang pangitain to start the third, Doc.
Well, hindi talaga alis sa zone ng Blackwater hanggang napuputasan mo ng medyo run on the part of the Magnolia Hotshots. Napapakamot na lang na ang ating little general dito. Ano ba nangyayari sa amin, di ba?
Mas nakaka-frustrate yun pag nung minsan nga sabi ni LA, di ba yung kailangan nila last shot, parang gusto niya magbihis bigla, siya na lang daw.
Tinanong nga niya sa akin yun, bibiro nga siya eh. Parang wala lang ako sa kondisyon eh. Hindi, gusto ko na maglaro eh.
41-34, Blackwater comes up dry. Magnolia looking to restart their third quarter attack. They move it left to right, back to the middle. Lucero puts one up. Ako, puro court lang, tinamaan.
That's good defense again by the white shirts. They go to the post here for Trotter. Nice move.
Yan sinasabi ko. Si Paul Samar may laro yan, veterano yan. Bigyan mo ng pagkakataon on that handoff. He had an easy layup despite Lucero challenging him.
Javi swings it to the right. Xavier scored all of those 9 points in the first quarter, as we mentioned. Mintis pa sa jumper niya. Ito na naman ang bossing.
Maraming nanonood eh.
Parating na mga na-traffic, Dok.
Ang gabi. Sweldo na kasi biyernes pa.
David thought about the three, drives closer, one dribble pull-up. CD delivers. And Coach Ale has seen enough. Blackwater looking to break this game wide open. 45-34 ang ating score. Blackwater pa lang ang bumubutas dito sa ating third quarter. Napakagang timeout na ito para sa Hotshots.
Our official cement. Higher, our official home solutions partner. LGR, our official outfitter. Healthy and pure, our official hydration partner. Geneco Tech, our official IT partner. Our valued licensees. PBA and Signal. Moral balance. Daily fantasy.
For some reason, Magnolia is not able to execute yung mga defensive schemes nila. Tapos si Ian Sanggalang lang yung merong offensive rebound. Hindi naman daw lack of effort, sabi ni Coach Juno Soler. Maybe it's just attention to details and being more deliberate. Tapos on offense, they're slowed down by the zone. So ang instructions sa kanila, even from a made basket, they wanna push the ball. On the side naman of Blackwater, we caught Coach Jeff Carriazo screaming going to the tunnels. And coming from them not playing till the end, allowing that Ian Sanggalang putback. So again, the emphasis for Blackwater, it's playing until the end. Back to the bench.
Haha, naunahan ka ni Carlo magkwento sa akin. Nagtatabog si David, Mr. Pamintuan. Javi Gomez finally gets Magnolia on the board here in the third quarter.
Yan, magkakaroon ng turnover dahil pinersa ni Bertil.
Ito yung isang kinikwento ni Miss Apple. If your shooting is not working, wala kang zone busting three, takbuhan mo ng takbuhan, huwag mo ipaseta pisona.
Of course, and that's exactly what happened coming off a turnover. Naobliga naman mag-timeout ang Blackwater.
So si Coach Jeff naman ang magpapaalala sa kanyang mga bataan. 45-38, timeout Blackwater after back-to-back hits by the Hotshots.
Right? We're moving with them. When they swing, then we're back into the 2-3s. All right? That was an easy one. Just stay with it, see that you're good. Okay, all right? Careful send. That's traffic. That's traffic. Okay, all right? Organize. Get it to something. Rapina. We just talked about it. All right? This is our reset. Now we got to step on the gas. Okay? That's our reset. All right?
Kaninang first quarter, Doc, nag-6-0 run yung Blackwater, timeout Magnolia. Nag-6-0 counter yung Magnolia, timeout Blackwater. Ngayon, 4-0 run lang, nag-timeoutan na kagad yung dalawa.
Yung on the part of Magnolia, maintindihan mo yung ginawa ni LA. Kasi yung team niya hindi maganda linalaro eh. Parang they're taking Blackwater too lightly. And remember, aral kay Team Con yan. Si Team Con nagbe-burn ng 3 timeout in 1 quarter yan, if necessary. As long as he doesn't like the way the team is playing.
Let's see how Blackwater responds after that 4-0 counter ng Hotshots. Bearfield wants better spacing. Get away by Javi. Here comes Magnolia on the run. Sanggalang on the move. Touchdown, Hotshots.
2 straight turnovers ginawa nito si Bearfield. Sabay tingin pa sa score.
10 puntos para dito kay Ian Sanggalang. Zamar trying to break their silence. Berskun para sa rebound.
slowly but surely, pumupunta na yung momentum sa Magnolia dito. No?
Baba na nga sa 5 ang hinahabol nila. Kani-kanina lang, 11 yan. Kuhn, no space to operate. 4 to shoot. He's got to take it. They go to a sliding Lucero. Layup doesn't work. Lucero with his own cleanup.
8-0 run. Down to a 1-point lead na naman yata. 3-3.
Samar na mga problema. David surveys. He's got Javi in front. What an explosion to the baseline. Christian David with a sorry miss. Sangka lang para sa rebound. Eto na ang Magnolia. Sobra lang yung basa. Nahabol naman ni Lastimosa. Sangka lang fake. Puts it up and in.
Kaya nakita mo marami ng substitution sa Blackwater. Nakikita na niya yung immediate na hindi pa pwede itong nasa loob ng court. They started well and then they gave it all up with turnovers and allowing easy layups.
10-0 run para dito sa mga naka-asul. No count, says the ref. Ang bilis ng 10-0 nating run na yun, ha? 45-34 after that second timeout.
Well, we've seen that throughout this conference, no teams. Yung mga iba, 20 lamang kung habulin, di ba? Parang Trotter has been replaced by Escoto. We have Panopio coming in for Samar.
Ginto. Hinahanap yung kanyang mga gwardya. 6 to shoot. Barefield's got to take it. 2 to shoot. Escoto realizes it. Airball.
Masyadong matagal ang kanilang execution. If they want to have Barefield to shoot, they have to get the ball to him earlier because he has a tendency not to shoot right away. He has parang minamasahe mo muna yung bola, trying to get his feel.
Habang hawak naman ni Ginto yung bola, hinanap lang ng Magnolia kanino ipapasa. Hindi siya threat no, Doc?
Well, yan ang problema niya. And they still use him, but they have no choice.
Kuhn, no. Lucero again. Hindi nga lang obra. Nakaiwas ang Blackwater doon na hindi masungkit muli na Magnolia ang kalamangan. Steal by Lastimosa. And the Hotshots will reclaim the lead after scoring the last 12 of this game.
Well, nothing is working for them right now. They're not executing well. You know, they're hesitant with their shots. Ayan, medyo yan. Ito na naman, 2-on-1 ito.
Javi and Jerome, and one! 14-0 run by the Hotshots will give them a 3-point lead. And now si Coach Jeff Carriazo naman ang hihiling ng pangalawang timeout of the quarter niya. Nothing going right for Blackwater. That defense of Magnolia punishing the bossing right now. May bonus free throw parating pa nga para dito kay Jerome Lastimosa. 30-second timeout, hiniling dito ni Coach Jeff. Nag 4-0 run yung Magnolia to timeout si Coach Jeff. Pagkatapos ng Doc, 11 sunod pa ang dinagdag ng Hotshots, pwede pang dagdagan ng isa.
Well, they're not executing anymore.
You know who's executing all the time?
Yeah?
Miss Apple.
Oh.
0-2 so far si Jerome Lastimosa when it comes to the last shot of the game. Pareho, talo sila. But instead of feeling down about it, he is taking the lessons learned. Sabi niya, it's about yung wag nang paabutin sa last possession pa ng laro. Being able to execute good plays towards the crunch time. Pero alam nyo, dito kay Jerome, kinausap siya in particular ni Coach L.A. Tenorio, telling him, veterano ka na dito, ikaw ang magdadala ng team na to, at pag nagkakamali ang mga teammates mo, kailangan sermonan mo sila. Kahit si Paul yan, si Mark Barroca, tinanong ko siya, paano mo pinagsasabihan, sinisermonan yung mga veterans? Mahinaho naman daw. For example, Kuya Mark, dapat kasi nag-cut ka nalibre ka sana. Bakit yung
Pwede ba yun, Doc? Manermong ka mahinahon?
Kung tignan ka ng masama.
Pero yung kinikwento ni Miss Apple, who better to learn how to become a clutch player but from L.A. Tenorio as Cruz Demont finally breaks the silence para sa bossing.
Well, inalis na niya si Berkel. Yeah. And that was a quick attempt. You set up, you've got to shoot. Eh, di ba?
Si
Hindi
LA
pwedeng dribble eh.
Si LA, alam natin yung mga historic na mga buzzer beater niya throughout his storied career. Tinanong natin nga minsan, paano mo ginagawa yan? Si LA, alam mo, simple-simple sagot ko. Pakapalan lang ng mukha yan. Tira lang ng tira.
Lalo na nung unang stages of his career, lalo na nung nasa Alaska niya. Siya. He was known as a Mr. Fourth Quarter man. Pagdating ng fourth quarter, yan, as we take a look at this three-point shot. No?
Three-point shot natin sa atin ng Arena Plus Sportsbook. Pero parang Jolas, Mr. Fourth Quarter. Ako, isa sa paborito ko naging performance na LA throughout his career, yung Lucena game. Alaska pa siya versus Ginebra. Grabe yung fourth quarter niya doon, Dok.
Yeah. Medyo talagang makapal rin siya eh.
Yun ay tinuturo nga dito kay Lastimosa eh. Tira lang ng tira. Nakadalawang buzzer beater miss ka na. Papasok din yan. Kalaunan. Ball will go the way of the bossing here. Pagkakataon nilang masungkit muli ang kalamangan. Pero pag gwardya ka ng ganyan na gusto mong maging alamat, gusto mong maging matibay ang dibdib, si LA talagang sasandalan mo, no?
Yeah. Well, we have a lot. No? Of course, we have Jason Castro, or Jimmy Alapag. Yung mga alamat yan. Eh? Hector, the director, Johnny Barrientos. We have a lot of good point guards. Ayun na naman.
Yung depensa na Magnolia, suffocating Blackwater there.
Hindi, yung play nila parang hindi nangyayari. Aalisin niya si David dahil si Pinkin.
Si Ginto muna. Okay.
Parang hindi kasi kumikilos ang player eh. Wala sa ang punta nila.
Si Andrade, babalik kayo na nga. Si David na nga pinulat, Doc.
Yeah, he may be a star, he may be a quality player, but hindi siya nakakasunod sa gusto mong gawain eh. And remember, Andrade gave them 2 big baskets there. And then was taken out.
Magnolia trying to crack that zone. Lucero inside to Sanggalang. Ian off the hesitation. Wala. Escoto para sa rebound. Mendoza puts his head down. Jet to the cup. Holy Gassers!
Napamintis mo ako doon sa kabila at bawi nga sa liliap ka sa akin.
Abangers! Sanggalang doon. Basa din niya. Dati nga nilang kakampi, yung si Mendoza.
Oo. Ano rin yan eh. Third year rin.
Mendoza looking for Cruz Dumont. Prater. Facing up on Sanggalang. Now, back to the basket. Basketball. Tumulong si Lucero. Pocket pass to Escoto.
Find the right players to move properly. No? That's a good cut coming from the weak side. And a good pass there by Trotter. Back to a 1-point lead para sa Blackwater.
7 points in the game para dito kay Escoto. And timely hits pa yung kanyang ambag.
Alam mo yung soda na ngayon, walang kapagod-pagod yan eh para sa mga defensive player dahil spot ang binabantayan mo. Hindi ka sunod na sunod sa player na umiikot using screens. Eh.
May sasapo sa kabilang side naman eh, no?
Yeah, because you're guarding spots eh when you play zone. Eh.
Cruz Dumont. Pupunta sa kanyang kanan. Mendoza with a reverse. Nagambala ni Sanggalang. Nakanino na nga ba? Pupulutin ni De La Rosa.
Takbuhan na naman yung blue shirts.
Javi to roam. Hinihingi ni Javi. Sanggalang will send it over to Lastimosa. Jerome thought about it. They want to stay patient. Jerome with 7 to work with. Javi for 4.
Oh, yeah. Bigat yun. Maganda na depensa nila pero magandang shot yun para kay Javi.
Balik sa Magnolia ang abante, 53-50. Cruz Dumont, Pebuelo. Javi keeping in step with him. Escoto thought about it, drives closer. Nasundutan ni Jerome. 3-on-1. Lastimosa bounces to rope. Ooh, took the hit. De La Rosa will have to earn his points from the free throw line.
It's a hard foul. I don't know if they're going to review it, but it was a, it's an ordinary basketball foul actually.
Good hard foul lang.
Oh. Ang sanay na gumawa niya, si De La Rosa.
Actually.
Hindi siya...
hindi, parang kahit bumulagta siya, parang hindi natinag eh. Tayo lang. Ayos lang. Atibay at tao, itong si Rome.
He's been in the league for quite a while, but he's been very,
Alam naman natin, Dok, yung genetics niyan. May Romy na, may Robin pa. Yan ang bloodline nito. Alam mo, napakatibay ng katawan.
Great partners for Benji and Ronnie during their time in Shell.
Baroka checking back in. So far, si Baroka, less than 5 minutes naglaro yan ng first half. Wala pang puntos. Trotter with a rebound.
Pero consecutive pa rin siyang, ilan na siya? 600
625 if we're not mistaken.
Madami-dami na, pero malayo pa sa 744 yata ni LA, no?
Sila mismo ni Coach Eli nagbibiruan. Minsan daw ibabangko siya ni LA.
Talaga ibabangko yun. 700.
Trotter. Inside, nakasona rin ang Magnolia. Abu trying to power his way through. Sa rebound play, sabit si Lee with a foul.
Well, the second quarter has been, the third quarter has been played a little bit quicker kasi tumatakbo na rin yung Magnolia dito sa quarter nito, and none of the teams have gotten into the penalty early, unlike Magnolia which got into penalty early in the second quarter.
Kaya naman ngayong third quarter, nakaka-20 puntos na. Itong Magnolia, their biggest quarter scoring-wise so far. First quarter, 18 lang yan. Second quarter, 16 lang. Ngayon, may 20 puntos na. De La Rosa will track this one down. Javi sa kabila. De La Rosa gives it up. Javi thought about it, drives closer. Javi, iniiwas pa.
Big 6 points in this quarter. Total of 14 in the game.
Escoto inside.
And one.
Richard Escoto has been big para dito sa Bossing. Keeping them within striking distance now of the Hotshots.
Itong player ang makikita mong gustong makalaro sa PBA. Diba? Dati nakalaro nila, wala pa yata yan, bumalik ulit. Pero yung kanyang attitude to the game. He's not a very talented player. He's not a very big player, although he plays bigger than his size. Pero he tries very hard when he plays on the floor.
Binibigyan siya on average ng 16 minutes a game ni Coach Jeff.
He finishes the three-point play and he has a total of 10 in the ball game.
Doubling up on his average of 5.
And still getting the minutes.
Magnolia trying to break through. Lee for 4.
Short.
Bola pupulutin ni Cruz Dumont. Nagkakataon ng Blackwater, makalapit. Cruz Dumont!
Hindi ka pwede.
Uli sa dulo.
He trapped the ball, pero I think he was going up before it hit the board.
Baroks.
Oops, that's traveling. Akala ko traveling. Parang nag-shuffle ang paa.
Andy Mark over to Lucero. Tied up there by Cruz Dumont. Abu was there as well. One of them was whistled for the foul.
Kung nanonood ka ng tape, makikita mo yung si Lucero. Pag nag-set ng top screen yan, siguradong roll sa basket yan. So, siyempre, anticipated ng mga weak side. Tutulong tayo dyan dahil laki niyan eh.
Wala na pong 2 minuto natitira sa ating ikatlong yugto. Xavier Lucero scored 9 in the first quarter, none in the second, 2 in the third, makes it 3 in the third.
Rafi Berano coming in. Medyo napahinga dito si Javi, who's leading them with 14 points.
Verano's had his moments in his
Yeah,
stint
he
with
had
Magnolia.
a nice, he's a good pickup eh. Nagulat nga ako na bitawan ng Phoenix ito eh. Because he could have helped that team. And he's a young player that can play the 4 and the 3. Oh, there we go.
Mendoza, no.
Wala kang kadalaga, sabi niya,
Atapang pa rin sa pagsaksak, Lucero pleading for it. Uh-oh. Almost lost his footing. Verano to Lucero. Masyado malalim. Nalunod si Zav.
Good defense there by Trotter. Whatever. That was perfect what he did.
Escoto attacking the defense of Verano. Hands it off to Bearfield. Bumalik na pala si Cedric. They swing it around. Cruz Dumont. Over the trotter, 4 to shoot. Abu's got to make it happen. He drops it off to Escoto.
Hindi, basta siya, punta ako ng punta sa basket. Kung tumira ka, kukuha ko rebound. Kung kaya ko, kung hindi, drop pass, I'm going to finish. And the lead is only 3, under a minute left here.
Meron pa tayong fourth quarter na parating dito sa Big Dome. And of course, the second game featuring Conversion Ginebra. As Barroca finally scores his first basket of the game, and what a way to do it.
Wala kang choice eh. Nag-drop down yung point guard to help because the big man was underneath the basket. Yung nalibre tuloy si Barroca.
That is just the third three-pointer of the game para sa Magnolia, first of the second half.
Yeah.
Fairfield against Lee.
That's live. That was stopped.
Fairfield shoots over Lucero. No. Pwede mag-last shot ang Magnolia.
May foul to give pa rin. Wala na foul to give pala ito.
Verano lets it fly. Bang! And he was staring down the guys in the expensive seats. Siguro dok may sumigaw ng wala. Kaya nung pagpasok, tinitigan sila ni Rafi dyan sa sideline. What a third quarter para sa Magnolia Chicken Timplados Hotshots. They were already down by 11 early in this frame, but they get to take a lead. They get to take a 9-point lead into the fourth frame.
Soda Ice Cool, keeping you fresh throughout. It won't let you down. Let's take a look at the twin cam of Paul Lee right now. Yes, that's a cool look right there. And we also have another one. Let's take a look. The twin cam for James Laput. What a fresh looking face right there. That's so awesome. And we also have this one, the twin cam for Mr. Paul Zamar. Yes, that's cool as a cucumber. This coolest of all time twin cam is brought to you by Rexona. It won't let you down.
Alam mo, Dr. J, etong Magnolia Pure Foods franchise, bukod sa pagiging isa sa mga pinaka-winningest teams, both with championships and actual games, isa rin to sa pinakatanyag. Tignan mo naman yung mga big three nila through the years, though.
That's terrific. That lineup of James and Simon, they were really
Bing, ano?
Yeah, Bing, they're really strong.
How about the Captain Lionheart, Jericho
malakas
Liniero?
yung Lastimosa.
Jolas.
Hindi lang yun, maraming pang backup yun.
Tingnan mo yung scoring dito ng Magnolia. First quarter, 18. Second quarter, 16. 34 lang yan at half. 30 bigla ang ibinuhos ng third quarter, Doc.
Yeah, well, you know, the guys woke up probably on the exhortations of their coach.
Sa kabila naman, 15 sa Blackwater sa first, 26 in the second to take control, but was limited to only 14 in the third. Ngayon sila na una nakabutas sa fourth.
Yeah, sometimes just sabihin mo, kahit anong lamang mo, yung minintis mong 7 free throw, masakit yan eh. Because the more you have, the more chances you have of staying in the game. Barroca, suddenly, 5 points na bigla.
Kasama ni Barroca sa seg, sina Paulie. Andiyan dyan din si Rafi Verano, Ian Sanggalang, and Rome De La Rosa. Katapat sina Bearfield. Ginto will be whistled for the offensive foul, or was it Bearfield? Mukhang si Bearfield. Itinulak niya si Lee papunta kay Ginto.
Yeah, when he was being set as a screen.
Kaya si Ginto nakatingin nakaset ako tinulak papunta sa iyo.
Yeah.
Kasama ni Bearfield at Ginto, etong sina Mendoza, Cruz Dumont, and Malilin.
Kailan mag-adjust siya eh. Kasi there are some calls referees make. But if the referees don't make that, you have to keep your cool about this thing.
Inimbestigahan pa yung foul na yun, ha?
Hindi, challenge ni, challenge ni Jeff Carriazo yung tawag na offensive foul.
May punto ka kung kay Ginto, pero hindi siya binituan si Bearfield eh. So let's see. Parang karambola rin nangyari. Parang nangyari sa Magnolia kanina.
Well, in the end, at the end of that play, it was clear na tinulak ni Berfield si Paul. Now, hindi natin alam the circumstances prior to that push.
Naka-legal guarding position po si Paulie. Tinulak po siya ni Berfield. Therefore, the challenge of Blackwater is not successful.
Not successful rin, tinulak. Ito si Mira. Mira. Yan na tinulak niya eh.
Clear as day on that angle.
Yan ang pinito ng referee. It was very clear eh. Kasi yung isa parang baliwala yung kiskisan dun eh. So ilan na yung pangatlong foul niya? No?
So si Berfield, after going off for 12 points in the first half, bokya to ng third quarter at early in the fourth, napituan pa ng offensive foul. Nice interior pass. Verano with a big hit. Sanggalang with a serving.
7 points na ito. Wala pang 7 minutes naglalaro ito si Verano. But you can see that Blackwater really has a lot of problems. They just can't execute properly. Sayang.
Cruz Dumont lights it up.
Pangalawang 3-point shot na yan.
That keeps Blackwater within 8. Early goings ng ating final frame. Magnolia looking for their 5th win of the Philippine Cup. They go to Baroka. Short para kay Mark. Berfield with the board. Here comes Cruz Dumont on the run. Bullet pass inside to Ginto. Pajolens di umubra. And he ends up giving up a foul.
Not much left if you're going to miss a layup like that. Especially if you nobody's really contesting you. No?
Apple, ano balita?
Bagoy, Dr. J, first it was that Sanggalang put back to end the second. Tapos the Verano 3 to end the third. Again, it's about finishing strong, playing until the end. Nagdag pa dyan, Coach Jeff Carriazo talking to his players, telling them na, I know you're tired, but you have to listen to Cedric when he calls a play. You have to be where you need to be sa opensa. Balik sa inyo.
So, disiplina ang inihiling ni Coach Jeff mula sa kanyang mga bossing. Sayang kasi first half, lumamang na sila ng 12. Third quarter ka, lumamang pa ng 11 yan, pero ngayon down by 10 sila, 70-60.
Yung pinatulang ni Sanggalang yung pumasok. Kanina, lahat ng ganun ayaw pumasok. Hindi ba nung first half? David, blocking foul there. He'll go to the free throw line.
So 2 shots coming right now para dito kay Christian David. David only with 4 points so far tonight, Doc.
Yeah, very lackadaisical ang laro niya. And yung si Malilim was given a chance. He had 4 straight shots.
Boss Al seated with Chairman Dickie Bachman, former chairman.
Former chairman of the PSC. Former team manager ng the Alaska Milk. Who are these? You didn't see the girls?
I did not know. I was looking somewhere else. Paki-rewind.
Too bad for you.
Can we rewind, please? Berfield to a streaking David. Baroka takes it away. Lee. Extra pass to Lastimosa. They go to Verano again.
Oh, what a contribution ang binibigay ni Rafi Verano.
9 points para kay Verano in about 9 minutes of action. Pang-12 steal na yan para dito sa Hotshots.
Ito pa isa.
Baroka right back to Lastimosa. Sinali si Ian. Magnolia getting it done on the run. This now is the brand new largest lead of the game. Ang Hotshots po by 13, 74-61. Timeout muna para sa bossing. Kung kanina, Doc, sinisilip natin yung mga makasaysayang mga alamat na Big 3 na itong Magnolia franchise. Ito na ba? Ito ang tanong. Ito na ba ang next? You've got the younger generation now. Jerome Lastimosa, Javi Gomez de Leaño, and Xavier Lucero. Pwede na ba sila pumalit doon sa tatlo?
Yung tinatawag mong Big 3? Well, at the moment, not yet siguro. No? Because,
yung mga yun, napakaraming kampyonato pinalalunan. Ito may promise kasi, Doc.
But you also have to look at the super teams of the other teams. No? Their Big 3 are really big. You know, San Miguel's Big 3 is big. May dagdag pa yun, parang Big 5 yun. You talk about Junmar, si CJ Perez, di ba? So marami yan eh. Toriano.
Merong promise na may potential, pero who's standing in the way? Yun ang kailangan mong butasan.
Teams like NLEX, they've been growing. They've also used some young players and they're growing already.
Malilin overcooks this one.
He's 0 out of 5. If I'm counting him, I love to count players by their individual. Pero wala siyang napubuslo ngayong araw so far.
Ang laki ng problema dito ng Blackwater. Dahil 13 na lamang ng Magnolia. Pwede pandagdagan ni Lian. Over to Sanggalang. Verano for 3.
Hindi na nga inaalis si Verano dahil sa ganda ng laro niya. Sandali lang minuto naglaro ito, double figures na.
It is a 13-6 quarter na para dito sa Magnolia. Kaya lamang na sila ng 16. Cruz Dumont looking to answer back. Pinasok na si Morel for the first time though, and he turns it over as well.
Wala pa.
Cruz Dumont gets it back. Morel will feed him. Cruz Dumont will miss though. And Sanggalang this time will make sure nasa Magnolia na ang bola.
Si Panopio hindi na halos nagamit dito.
Baroka has come to life in this second half. Ooh, it's a travel. Binaba nga niya pero hawak pa niya nung bumitaw na yung bumutata sa kanya.
Yeah. Kung binitawan niya yung bola, baka pwede pa niya damputin yun.
Lumabas, sinadya niyang i-dribble ulit di ba? Pero matamis na 16 pa rin ang abante rito ng Hotshots. Malilin mula sa kanto.
Wala pa rin.
Ginto keeps it on that side. Stripped away by Baroka. What defense by Magnolia. Yan, 14 steals na para dito sa Magnolia. Pero buong first up, 7 yung steal nila.
Ngayon,
14 na kung tama ang ating bilang. Lee knocks down the
4 points pa yun. 81-61 bigla ang lamang. 20 ang lamang bigla dito.
Lee whistled for this foul. Humingi pa ng flap si Lee. Dinunggol mo, sirs. Dinunggol mo naman.
Naka-20 na lamang na. Ikaw pa umaasal.
Iyon naman.
Kakashoot mo lang ng 4 eh.
Iyon, kasi-shoot mo lang 4. 20 lamang yun. Hindi naman araw-araw berde. But what a second half turnaround para dito sa Hotshots. Ang sama pa ng simula, Doc, yung 7-point halftime deficit.
Naging 11.
Pagkatapos ng timeout.
Timeout lang yun. Nabuhayan na ng loob itong Magnolia.
And now Blackwater looking like they're in panic mode already, Doc. Tira na lang ng tira sa labas.
You have a problem when your best players are not scoring. You can't rely. If you cannot rely on your best players, who are you going to rely on?
Yung David absent, yung Bearfield yung first half lang, yung Panopio absent din. Baka namamasyal din, Doc, sabi mo.
Wala, si Malilin, who usually starts, has not scored.
Javi makes it a 23-point lead.
Iba yung laro ni Javi at saka iba yung laro ni Beron.
Magnolia on their way to pick up their 5th win, Dr. J. Mahuhuli nga nila dyan sa ibabaw. In second place, San Miguel and Lex at Rainer Shine. Magkakanda traffic na naman sila. Panopio finally gets his first basket of the game yun para kita. 50-22. Ang second half scoring natin, tinotal na sa atin ang ating producers.
50-22, 28 points.
Yun, hindi rin birthday ni Verano.
Hindi naman araw-araw fiesta.
Pag pumasok pa yun, uwi na tayo, Toki. Tama na. Pumasok pa yung tira ni Verano. 4:59. Kaya pa ba? Nangangamoy panalo na para sa Magnolia. Pero tignan natin. Mahilig ng timeout si Coach Alay. Isa sa mga pinakabagong timplado, Rafi Verano. Limited na binibigay sa kanyang minuto, pero every time his number is called, hindi niya ipinapahiya si Coach L.A. Tenorio. 12 puntos on 5 of 7 shooting from the field. Magic bunot na naman para dito sa Hotshots. Ano to?
Yeah, pero consistent na siya. He doesn't even think of coming into the ball game. Sometimes third quarter or end of the second quarter, but he's always ready. You know?
Napaka-importante ng mindset na yun, ano to?
Yeah, I mean, because he's a competitive type of player. And he went to a strong team. Alam niya, medyo malakas itong team na ito. Complimentary lang ako dito. Hindi ako first grade dito. And look at the first grade people sitting on the bench there.
5 points lang si David. Etong si Panopio, 2 points. Si Fairfield, 12 ng first half. 2 puntos na lang ang naidagdag pagkatapos ng break.
Yeah.
Lucero started out strong. Looking for the finishing kick. Tamo, titira naman si Coach Eli.
Ang gusto, talagang gustong bumitaw.
Gusto bumitaw ni Coach Eli. They executed, hindi lang nasa po ni Alfaro.
Yeah.
Yun yung hindi ka na magagalit. Dumating naman, hindi lang nasa po.
Yeah, well, you use the clock to your favor. Medyo nagamit mo yung oras, which is what's needed. Ang laki ng lamang mo
Dumedepensa pa rin yung Baroka hanggang ngayon.
Si Morel, medyo lang yan. Athletic lang yan. But I don't know if he can finish, you know. He hasn't proven that in his the stints that he has had in the PBA.
Yeah, he's bounced around in his very young career. He's gonna need to earn Coach Jeff's trust para mas maganda yung minuto at mas maging regular. But the only way you do that is pag binigyan ka ng spot minutes, magpakita ka, no, Doc?
Yeah, from the very start. Yeah.
Javi again. Niluwa pa yung 4 niya. Blackwater, though, not giving up on this one. At least up to this stage, Panopio gets his 4th point.
Yung pala strong side na pag naka-dribble siya sa kaliwa talaga medyo mabilis ang dating niya sa basket.
But this second half definitely has belonged to Magnolia, Dr. J. 8 steal in the second half. 15 in total para dito sa Hotshots.
They're noted for their defense.
Kita mo naman yun. Role reversal. Lucero to Baroka.
And you always like it when the big man is the one passing. Because he sees the floor much better. Because of where the elevation he is. No? Saka mas madali sa kanyang pumasa. Lalo na pag nasa top siya. Ito, sino ito? Kunz. Chris Kunz who said tough night.
So papunta sa FIBA break, maganda maibabaon, magandang momentum or at least yung emotion na madadala ng Magnolia. They'll be climbing to 5-2. Blackwater on the other hand, Doc, babagsak sa 1-6. 6 na sunod na talo and will be virtually on the brink of elimination.
Kasabay na nila ang terapirma doon. Paulo Taha seeing action for the first time. Dala ito ni LA ito. Talagang nakasama niya ito sa Ginebra, di ba? Bago lumipat sa Northport ito. E ngayon, kinuha rin niya ulit sa lineup niya.
And for Blackwater, even more bad news pagkatapos ng FIBA break.
Sinong kalaban?
December 6, Phoenix. December 10, Ginebra. December 13, San Miguel Beer.
Yeah.
Pabigat ng pabigat. Look, Magnolia on the other hand, as we've been talking about, pagkatapos ng FIBA break, December 5, Converge. December 7, NLEX. December 15, Rain or Shine. Walang madali doon, pero at least may puhunan ka na 5-2.
Yeah. Tapos may TNT ka pa to end.
Hindi pa natin alam saan ilalagay yung TNT game na yun. Ano? That's TNT Magnolia and Ginebra Titan. Yung na-cancel nung napagyo tayo nung November 9. Nauwan.
2 minutes and 11 seconds left. So another victory here for the Hotshots.
Blackwater, they had that first half, especially that second quarter, Doc. Something again to build on.
Yeah, pero yun ang sinasabi ko sa'yo. You can always compete first quarter, second quarter. Sometimes second quarter, wala ka na. But if you cannot compete when the third quarter comes around, you cannot force the game to a situation. Very frustrating, para kay, I'm sure, for Jeff. Knowing his competitive nature and spirit.
And on paper nga, bago tayo magsimula, they were one of the more promising teams dahil nga, yung huling tatlong draft pick nila nandiyan, namely David, Bearfield, and Panopio.
Yeah.
Pero it doesn't seem to be enough still dito sa Bossing.
They got, they have Trotter, they have Escoto, They got Malilim, who's been doing well until he was taken out of the starting 5. Today was a bad day. Sayang.
How about the young Magnolia Hotshots? When guys like Paulie and Mark Barroca bought into the system off the bench kayo, hindi ganun kabigat na minuto. Nung naniwala yung dalawang yung kay Coach LA, nag-iba dahil yung mga rookie lalakas loob.
Yeah. Well, ang nangyari kasi proven na in the past, parati sila nasa unahan pero never can finish. Kasi pagod na yung mga yan. Panopio.
Nakahabol pa ng double digits.
8 puntos dito sa
garbage time.
Problema,
naging garbage time na. Pero yun nga, Doc, discarding ba yan? Parang ginagawa ng TNT nung healthy pa si Jason Castro. Elimination, makikita mo si Castro maglalaro 12 minutes, 15 minutes, pero pagdating ng playoffs, biglang bubukbok.
Hindi, kasi pagkailangan mo na talaga, especially when there are quarters na hindi ka nakaka-score and nobody can call the right play, you know who you're gonna go to.
Meron kang break class in case of emergency.
Yung class A yun.
Can't wait to see Jason Castro back in action. Ilang buwan na lang yan, no?
Hopefully, yeah.
By the second conference yata.
Ayaw ko kung totoo yung nababasa ko. Si Eram baka makabalik daw dahil hindi yata ACL eh.
Na-reactivate eh.
Oo nga.
Nakita ko doon sa PBA website eh. Na-reactivate si Eram.
So hindi ACL yun, di ba? I wonder if he's with them in Cagayan de Oro.
Taga doon yun eh.
Ha? Nga pala. Kailangan
siya magpapasyal, siya taya.
Kailangan magsasalita nga pala yun.
Hindi, tsaka magbo-blow out. Yari tayo kay JP.
Sige, blow out mo yung teammate mo dahil hindi mo na kami binoblow out. Here is Paulo Taha. Nakakuha rin ng puntos.
Ayun, no? As of November 8, TNT Tropang 5G activated JP Eram in lieu of Paul Varilla.
Pwede.
So, di ba?
Hindi.
Either pwede na o malapit na maging pwede.
Nagdagdag ka ng big man. Sabi na Ronnie Kelly no isang araw.
Grabe naman yun.
Fantastic yun. Tapos, medyo improve na si Galinato. Alvin, may dalang baby pa dun. So, another big man in Eram certainly will have their cost. No? Because, nice pass.
Partida nasa ibabaw na yung TNT at 5-1. Trailing them are San Miguel, NLEX, Rain or Shine, and now in the next 3 seconds, Magnolia at 5-2. Magnolia, after a shaky start, put on a spectacular second half as Coach LA will pick up his 5th win with the Magnolia Hotshots.
Yeah, well, he's very happy with the way they responded in the second half. And some players that you are not the usual guys, big guns, came up real big. No?
At ayan nga si Rafi Verano, ang isa dyan. Siya ang ating babad player of the game. Brought to us by Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV babad moments with your family only with Devon.
12 minutes, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 71% from the field.
Grabehan lang ang nilaro na ito ni Rafi. Kaya siya napili sa ikalimang penalo netong Magnolia. 90-75 your final score. Magnolia reclaims a piece of second place with a 5-2 win-loss record. Lalagapak naman sa 1-6 ang Bossing.
The game, Rafi Verano. Rafi, congratulations. In the first 5 games, you just averaged 6 minutes. But tonight, what did you see on the floor that just allowed you to maximize the time and just be the spark that Magnolia badly needed?
I mean, coming off the bench, I usually tell myself defense. So, that I think provides offense. And I just took what the defense gave me and just shot it with confidence.
Rafi, what is it about Magnolia's system, Coach LA's system, that complements your skill set and just brings out the best in you here on this team?
I mean, you said it, Coach LA, right? I mean, he's a mastermind from the PBA and Ateneo, and we run a tight system, and, I'm a systematic guy, so I think I fit in pretty well.
Well, we have seen that tonight. Rafi, your family was behind me throughout the game. They were very happy. Please go ahead and greet your loved ones.
Sorry?
Go ahead and greet your loved ones.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out my dad, my brother, my mom, my girlfriend, Fran, and my friends over there. Thanks for all the support, and hope you guys can keep supporting us throughout. Thank you, Magnolia fans, for all the support.
Thank you, Rafi. Congratulations once again. Let's now hear it from our winning coach.
We now have our winning coach, Coach L.A. Tenorio. Coach, congratulations, a bounce-back win for Magnolia, but still the trend continues, the flat start. Just talk about that persistent problem of yours and how are you able to turn things around for this game?
First of all, I have to give credit to my coaching staff and my players for not really for trusting what we did today. But again, it's like katulad nga na sinabi mo, we cannot really start like this all the time. Hindi kami pwede yung parati kami naghahabol. Siguro I'd rather na kami yung hinahabol kaysa kami naghahabol. So hopefully, I think katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, I really challenge my starting 5. If you think about it, my starting 5 is composed of 5 young players. I know they're very talented. They're capable of really winning games for us. But the important thing is really for them to play together. To play together from the start and set the tone for us. Yun ang nagiging problem namin. But I think we're gonna use this break to clean that up. And hopefully when we get back, we don't have a choice because we're playing back-to-back games against teams actually na nasa ibabaw namin on the team standing. So we really have to be on point when we get back after this long break. But again, we'll take a lot of positives again on this game, but a lot of things to learn again on this game.
At silipin naman natin, ano nga ba mga nangyari sa laban ng Magnolia at Blackwater? Ang Hotshots po, gustong makuha ang ikalimang panalo nila. Eto namang Bossing gustong mapatid yung 5 sunod na talo na. Xavier Lucero getting things going early for the Hotshots. 9 first quarter points, Doc.
Yeah, ang importante na pinakita dito ng Magnolia, pag nakakatakbo sila, nakaka-score sila ng mabuti. So turnovers, kung ikaw ang kalaban, you wanna cut down on your turnovers, dahil doon ka tatakbuhan nila.
Ito yung kauna-unahang tres ng Magnolia sa larong ito. A very low scoring first quarter will see the Hotshots ahead 18-15. Pagdating ng second quarter action, maganda yung pagkakabunot ni Jeff Carriazo dito kay PJ Andrade.
Yeah, he had a 2-point shot, a layup, and then a 4-point shot. Medyo nagkaroon sila ng konting momentum timeout. Tuloy-tuloy pa dito ang Blackwater. Big second quarter for them actually.
First, it was Sanggalang with a hook, pero sa Blackwater nga, dire-diretso ang ranchada, lumamang ng hanggang 12 puntos. 12 puntos itong Bossing. Fairfield scored 12 in that first half.
Yeah, and that's another one big 3-point shot. And if they made their free throws, they should have been up by at least 10.
It was a 7-point lead at the half. Umabot ng 11 early goings ng third. But doon nagpakawala ng 15-0 run itong Magnolia.
Yeah, after a timeout, ngayon si Lastimosa, not a big scoring night. Pero natulungan naman niya yung kakampi niya. Another long one here.
Dumont finally. Pinasag yung katahimikan para dito sa Bossing, but the damage has already been done. The momentum has shifted to the Hotshots. Happy Gomez de Leaño with a 4. And then, yung kalaunang naging best player si Rafi Verano with some key hits.
Ang daming tira dito ni Verano. Sunod-sunod yan. Bago nag-mintis yan. So those two guys were responsible. They're not what you call their big-time players, but they were responsible for that big surge.
Tinapos ni Verano yung third with a 3. Early in the fourth, another 3. 12 points in 12 minutes. What a hugot para dito kay Coach LA.
Yeah, and he was so happy with his game, you know, but he plays hard and he defends. And this one by Paul Lee, 4 points.
Ginawang 20 bigla, abante ni Magnolia. And in the end, it is Magnolia going to Javi again. Sa sobrang malas nila sa labas ng first half, nabawi sa second. And especially mga defensive stops sila gave them nice looks and easy layups. Pang-5 panalo para kina Coach LA and the Magnolia Hotshots. 90-75 your final score.